All right, let's kick it off.
You full of shit, full of shit, full of shit, and you need to quit. Baby, you
Full of shit, full of shit, full of shit. Let's go. All right. Good evening. How's it going? Uh, well, breaking news. We've finally located the hidden short positions belonging to Melvin Capital of AMC. Finally found them. Where were they? Well, let's let Thomas James, researcher extraordinaire, tell us. All right, here we go. Let's kick it off.
Today, I want to talk about how we've just found where and how Melvin Capital are hiding their short positions, but also how this is turning into a rolling snowball for Citadel that will shortly all end in tears. So stay tuned and let's make
For
some
the apes, right?
And now I'm gonna dive straight in
It'll
with
end
the
in tears for the
information.
apes.
So, JP versus Wall Street started by explaining the logic behind all of this. He
JP
said Melvin
versus
Capital
Wall
never
Street.
closed their short positions as it would have caused a domino effect. He said other criminals, the likes of Citadel, Point72, Susquehanna, and many others would have all went down. So someone is holding on to Melvin's trash. And that's also the reason they bailed Melvin out the first time. Obviously, Melvin Capital said they were going
Okay, so this is a wonderfully sourced tweet here from some guy named JP versus Wall Street. And then the first reply is from recovering addict investor. So, okay. But Melvin Capital never closed their short positions. Okay, how do you know this? Where's the proof? Where's the evidence to support that? Um, I don't. Okay, other criminals, the likes of Citadel, Point72, Susquehanna, and he added, and many others, would have all went down. So someone is holding on to Melvin's trash. What? Oh, okay. Like I'm just gonna go on Twitter and just say some random shit and not prove it. Just say it, and maybe Thomas James, Tommy Jim, Squinty, Squinty Mc, Squinty McWanker here will actually highlight it. Yeah, I just got an idea. I just got an idea.
down and closing down the fund. But obviously what happened is completely contradictory. As a prime example, when Archegos blew up, we saw many stocks they were holding and that they had artificially pumped, absolutely crashing by 80, 90, 95%. But on the flip side, when Melvin Capital went down, the stocks they were holding didn't fall at all, and the stocks they were shorting did not squeeze. That shows that Melvin Capital absolutely did not bail out of their positions in the open market, and they did not wind down their firm by liquidating all assets.
No, that does not show that. It does not mean that. It doesn't prove that. I mean, what a flimsy, speculative, ridiculous point. It's not a point. It's not a point. It's it's barely speculation. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Therefore, the only answer is that someone is holding on to Melvin's trash, and therefore the positions that Melvin was holding have
Hell yeah.
been closed.
Hell yeah, Manny.
Also, guys, if you haven't already started investing, or you just want some extra free
If you
shares,
haven't started investing, go to Moomoo. God. Crushing ape stream since 2021. Yeah, I mean, like, I love that. I saw that Common Sense Investor video this morning. I watched it this morning before I went to work. And it's just not right. This guy, Martinez Rants. Martinez Rants. He must work at Credit Susie. He's crushing ape streams. And then the irony of the whole thing. Then Shadow Stars went and crushed Martinez Rants' dreams. I love it. I love it. All right.
a chance to win Moomoo's $60,000 giveaway sweepstake. And as Victoria tweeted, she said,
M3D.
Amc Ape have been hiding their short positions. And did we find them here? So this is a screen.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to make this big. Jesus Christ. Entity details. Okay, what is this from? What is this from? Okay, all right.
Ape have been hiding their short position sweepstake. And as Victoria tweeted, she said, Kenny and Gabe have been hiding their short positions. And did we find them here? So this is a screenshot of a US company with the name Citadel KW Melvin Holdings 2 LLC. This company was started or incorporated on the 25th of January 2021 when GameStop was experiencing its first run-up. Now, we can see that this private fund is actually a fund of funds. The term fund of funds may not mean anything at the moment, but in a few slides all will become clear. We can also see the gross asset value of the private fund is $1.2 billion, which is very interesting because it's not relevant to the amount that Citadel actually lent to Melvin Capital.
It's not relevant? It's not relevant to the amount that Citadel lent to Melvin Capital. Okay, it's not relevant. So why are we talking about it then? It's not relevant. Also, notice gross asset value. Gross asset value. That's very important to keep in mind. It says gross asset value. Now, that might not mean anything to you right now, but in a few slides, it'll all become clear.
This is obviously a separate fund or a separate side deal taking on some of Melvin Capital's short exposure. And very interestingly, we can see the custodian.
So, because the name, and this is crazy because we're going to look at, I know, it says in this description, this is a short live stream looking at one video, but I mean, of course I say that, and then I find all this other crap, and then, I get bombarded with videos and Telegram. And it's like, oh my God, you can't, you literally can't, it's like Lay's potato chips. You can't just eat one, you can't eat just one. You can't just look at one of these videos because then it's like a snowball, right? Right, Thomas James?
Taking on some of Melvin Capital's short exposure. And very interestingly,
okay, how do we, God, remember that gross asset value? Now we've talked about the security sold, not yet purchased thing a lot recently because it's so stupid that they have been hyping that, saying it's Madoff 2.0, which is wrong. It's wrong. It's not. There's no evidence, anything that these guys say. But we got a gross asset value here, and then he says this.
Fund is $1.2 billion, which is very interesting because it's not relevant to the amount that Citadel actually lent to Melvin Capital. This is obviously a separate fund or a separate side deal taking on some of Melvin
separate fund or a separate side deal taking on some of
Capital's short exposure.
Melvin Capital's short exposure. Okay. But guess what? Short positions are reported as liabilities, not assets. First of all, that's the first. I mean, the first thing is there's no evidence to support the fact that that's what happened here. Number two, this says gross asset value. That means assets. Short positions are not assets. They're not reported as assets on statements. So, as far as I'm concerned, it literally cannot be that. I mean, why would we be bothered with facts, though? I mean, let Thomas James have his day in the sun, Scott. All right.
Or a separate side deal taking on some of Melvin Capital's short exposure. And very interestingly, we can
short exposure that's somehow called an asset. All right.
The custodian for this fund of funds is the Bank of New York Mellon. Therefore, Bank of New York Mellon is obviously the fund that is physically holding these short positions or these bullet swaps.
No. Nope. Sorry, no.
Now for the explanation of fund of funds. A fund of funds, or FOF, is an investment strategy of holding a portfolio of other investment funds, aka where one fund like Citadel holds the investment of another fund like Melvin Capital. And we can see from an updated filing dated the 28th of May 2021, the fund had posted a new filing saying they'd just raised another $1 billion. The interesting part, it says the total amount sold or offered is equal to the total current AUM of Melvin Capital and includes US and non-US investors. Basically saying this new fund or this new company had just taken on the rest of the Melvin Capital short position on the 28th of May. Overall, I do think it's very interesting.
No! What? So now he's saying that it says here total amount sold before we had total assets. Now we have total sold, and both of them somehow are short positions. Somehow. What? What? Send this guy to Guantanamo Bay already. Jesus Christ.
And very cool that we finally found the underlying paperwork for the bailout of Melvin Capital organised by Citadel. This was obviously something that was speculated for a while, but it's great to see we've now finally found the evidence.
Yeah, if it's obvious, it's obviously wrong. You're obviously wrong about all of this. Everything that you've said about AMC has been false from day one. From day one, how much money have you made lying about AMC, lying about a short squeeze, lying about this, lying about that? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Just like we do with everything, month after month after month.
Grift, lie about it.
Side note that I found very, very interesting is this isn't actually the first time that Citadel has bailed out another hedge fund. Back in 2011, Northern Trust bought the hedge fund Omnium LLC from none other than Chicago-based Citadel LLC. It says Northern Trust had announced its intention to acquire the leading hedge fund administrator with approximately $70 billion in assets under management in May of 2011. Back in 2011 or sometime before that, Citadel had obviously rescued or bailed out Omnium LLC, buying off all of their positions, and then at a later date either sold those short or long positions to Northern Trust. Now, Crystal Ball also added and said, great find.
Oh, great. Crystal Ball. Yeah, that's really authoritative.
And both are still active. Citadel KW Melvin Holdings 2 LLC and Citadel KW Melvin Holdings LLC. I think it'd also be very, very interesting to see if there's any overseas Citadel and Melvin Capital companies based in the BVI or in the Bahamas or anywhere else. Obviously, when these hedge funds or companies are based overseas, there's usually much more lax reporting requirements, and these funds don't have to report how much they're actually managing. Because as Hang Loose tweeted, he said when you keep it off balance sheet and in offshore entities, then it's not subject to SEC rules, making the rules meaningless. We know that Citadel has numerous accounts overseas holding billions and billions, if not tens of billions and hundreds of billions of dollars. That obviously enables Citadel to avoid reporting what they're actually doing with that money or who they're bailing out and what positions are being bailed out as well. Wyatt also added by saying it looks like a trade agreement between Melvin and Citadel with Bank of New York Mellon as their custodian holding all of the shares or the short positions or those bullet swaps.
What the Come on, man. In my opinion, basically someone puts in an order to execute a trading plan with Citadel, and it is all funneled through derivatives. Citadel Derivatives Group handles these orders. None of this is substantiated by any evidence, okay? None of it. So you see something that says Citadel and says Melvin, and you jump to the conclusion that that's what it is? Number one. Number two, you jump to the conclusion that, oh, it must be crime. It must be dirty. It must be some kind of underhanded thing. What the heck? How brain dead? I mean, it takes nothing to convince these people of anything. Nothing. It takes absolutely zero evidence. These people, these are people walking around out in the world every day, going to, wait, I was going to say going to work, but I know better than to say that. How do they know how to wipe their ass? How do they know how to drive a car? How do they manage their money? I mean, this is just outrageous.
Citadel has obviously taken over as counterparty for these swaps in place of
No,
Melvin.
they obviously haven't. What swaps? What are you talking? What swaps? Why don't you show us the positions? Can you show us a portfolio? Can you show us something that actually says that that's what it is? No, you can't. If you did, if you could, you would. But you can't. So you won't, which means you have nothing. You have nothing. Nothing.
Capital. And he said, in his opinion, basically somebody puts in an order to execute a trading plan with Citadel, and it's all funneled through derivatives. Citadel Derivatives Group handles all of these orders.
Great.
As
Okay.
Catch added, he said, I suspect the Melvin
God,
bailout.
it just keeps going with all these fucking anonymous people with no sources. None. Zero sources. I suspect that. You know what? I don't even care. I don't care what somebody suspects. These people are ignorant. They have no knowledge of any of this. Jesus Christ.
Melbourne Capital's rubbish on their main balance sheet, hence the creation of this separate fund with a double-barreled conjoined name, and also likely other overseas funds as well. But I also want to explain how these derivatives that Citadel have used will soon unwind, and how Citadel has been snowballing themselves into an implosion. As Pedro tweeted, he said,
Snowballing themselves into an implosion? What are you talking about? They still think that Citadel is going bankrupt? They still think that Citadel is going bankrupt. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Are you kidding me? Wow.
regulatory bodies or clearing
That's
agencies have
outrageous.
completely screwed retail over in order to bail out their criminal buddies. But as I said, these derivative contracts will soon be unwinding, and the broker dealers will be responsible for picking up the pieces. This
No, that makes no sense. You have no understanding of anything. This is so speculative and ignorant, and quite frankly, it's brain dead. It's infuriating. It's infuriating that you type in AMC on YouTube. You type in AMC, just AMC. That's it. Not AMC Squeeze, not AMC Bullish, not AMC Moass, just AMC. And this is what you get. This is what you get. All this garbage. Here it is. Hidden shorts finally found. How do you even hide a short? That doesn't make any sense. Hide. I thought they were hidden in the option chain. I thought they were hidden in the fucking futures market. Ridiculous.
lawsuit says in 1998, Refco, a large short hedge fund, filed bankruptcy and was unable to meet margin calls on their naked short position.
Model 3, dude, I saw that. Kind of says it all, doesn't it? Kind of says it all. I kind of intentionally avoided that whole hornet's nest of Morant's rants, but I've offered some opinions here and there. But at the end of the day, you have somebody who is openly criticizing AMC and talking about how terrible it is, which, okay, but that does not negate the garbage and just ridiculous um, support of GameStop as if it's any different, as if it's any better. And in my opinion, AMC is actually, I mean, they're both shit companies, but at least AMC has something that people actually still want, right? AMC has something that people actually will still come to their location and consume. Unlike GameStop. What does GameStop have again? Games that you get online now. Uh, Controllers and stuff like that that they don't have in stock that are more expensive than buying it on Amazon. Oh, they have NFTs. That's right, NFTs, and they have collectibles. Yeah, that's what I want. Collectibles. So GameStop is worthless. It's a worthless company. They have nothing that anybody cares about or needs. At least AMC, they have movies. People like movies. They go to the movies still. So GameStop, no debt, whatever. Doesn't matter. Even with AMC's debt, I think GameStop will probably be the first one to fall. Who knows? Who knows? But I mean, anyway, yeah, the whole Morant's rant thing. It's like we'll look at that later, after this, but you can't claim that you're using facts if you get fact checked and it turns out you're not using facts and then you block somebody. That's a bitch move, and it shows that you're basically just another one of these grifters. You're just another one of these grifters targeting, marketing your channel toward GameStop purists, which have always been the most ridiculous of the apes. Let me be clear about that. The GameStop purists who still say that GameStop has not had a squeeze and that it's still going to squeeze, they are miles ahead in terms of being more ridiculous than AMC apes, in my opinion. And Martinez Rants, as Common Sense Investor said, sorry, bro, you fall into that category. You fall into that category. Clearly, you can identify shit when you see it because AMC, just ridiculous. And then being called out with facts from the SEC website, you block somebody? Nah, nah, no, 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 ridiculous.
Positions. It is under this scenario, the broker dealers are the next line of financial responsibility.
And yes, it is a badge of honor. I agree with you on that. But for you, you know, but in terms of what it says about him, hey, people can come to their own conclusions. That's the deal. That's what we do. That's what we try to do. We're just trying to put the information out there or look at the information that's being put out there and evaluate it. That's it. Come to your own conclusions. Come to your own conclusions. But hey, I mean, as far as evidence goes, SEC Edgar website, that is the gold standard. You're not going to get anything that is more authoritative than that source. So, what the hell does it say? What does it say when somebody is rejecting the most authoritative source? I don't know. I don't know what it says. He's a grifter.
And that's kind of what happened in the Archegos situation when Bill Hwang walked away and these broker dealers and major institutions had to sell off his positions. It says the number of shares that allegedly should have been bought was 400 million shares, but that probably never happened. The DTC, owned by the broker.
Why are we talking about 1998, by the way? A major loophole that was intentionally left in Reg Show was the grandfathering in of all pre-show naked shorting. Okay, so how is that relevant here? How is that relevant here? And it's talking about 1998, which was before Reg Show. They filed bankruptcy, blah 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 blah. How is that what happened in Archegos when Bill walked away? This is talking about pre-reg. Oh my God.
400 million shares, but that probably never happened. The DTC, owned by the broker dealers, just buried the 400 million counterfeit shares in their system where they allegedly remain.
My God.
These shares where they allegedly remain were grandfathered into legitimacy by the SEC. Because they are grandfathered into legitimacy, the SEC, DTC, and the prime brokers pretend they are no longer fails to deliver. But obviously with phase 6, any of those previously grandfathered in derivative contracts actually expire and have to be re-entered into.
What?
That's obviously
No, that's not what phase 6 does at all. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. That was just a bunch of load. That was the biggest load of bullshit in this video, what he just said. Wow. No, that's completely backwards, Quinty. Phase 6 is initial margin requirements on swap contracts. Initial margin. That means that existing swap contracts are grandfathered. They are not subject to the initial margin requirements per phase 6. Holy shit. It is impossible for any of these fucking clowns to be right ever. Fuck me. Right in the ass. Holy shit. And yeah, it's a good thing I'm not monetized because I tried for the first part of this video not to swear. Fuck it. This is so infuriating. So infuriating.
For Citadel, and that's why their
Wow.
position for security sold, not yet purchased, has ballooned and snowballed.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Citadel's own financial statements show they are selling, yet not purchasing, billions in securities year after year. I mean, imagine being so ignorant. Imagine being so up your own ass that you think that you know what a financial statement line item means without looking it up, without doing any research to try to figure out what it actually means. That's what these fucks are doing. It is so infuriating. Oh my God. I mean, seriously, seriously. If I hear them make this dumbass comparison of Madoff again, I'm gonna lose my shit. Model 3 dude, I'm gonna lose my shit. I am gonna lose it. It's almost already lost.
For the last few years. We can see in 2018, Citadel only had $22 billion in securities sold, not yet purchased. In 29, that increased marginally from 22 billion up to 25.
And look at these statements, okay? Like they don't even care. They don't even care to look at the rest of the statement.
Has ballooned and
Look at this.
snowballed over the last few years. We can see in 2018.
Yeah, it ballooned and snowballed because they've made a shitload more money. They have made a fuck ton more money.
Citadel only had 22 billion.
Okay. Securities owned at fair value, 30. Securities sold, not yet purchased, 22. So notice how this is under liabilities. This is under liabilities.
Dollars in security.
Securities owned at fair value, 28. Securities not yet sold, 25. And also, notice how on every one of these, the assets is higher than the liabilities. Assets is higher than liabilities. So what is the fucking problem here? I don't like they don't get it. They don't understand shit about finance at all. And they have no business looking at a financial statement. If they're not even going to, they're not even, nobody has ever even bothered to define what that means except for me. Except for me. But nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares. They don't care what it means. They only care about what they think it means, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Send this fucking guy to Guantanamo Bay already. Can we just fucking send him to Guantanamo? Holy
in
shit.
29, that increased marginally from 22 billion up to 25. But in 20, that increased massively from 25 up to 57 billion.
Oh my God. Oh, 50.
From 57 billion up to 65 billion. And now with the massive amount of synthetic shorting that has happened in 2022.
That's a false statement. That right there, I mean, that's a false statement. You just lied. You just fucking lied.
I expect this figure to increase to 70, 75, or maybe even 80.
Oh, do you? Is that what you expect? I expect to see your ass in fucking jail.
Billion
piece of shit.
Beyond. The Citadel security snowball has been growing and growing and growing over the last few years, and I don't.
Snowball? What are you talking about? They have made record fucking profits. And like it's. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's Citadel. I don't care who it is or how hated they are. You're fucking lying about it. You're fucking lying.
I don't think it will be long until Citadel ends up imploding. Citadel has obviously built up a position of multiple billions of dollars, if not tens or hundreds of billions of dollars, not just in normal short positions, but also in illegal derivative positions as well.
There's no fucking evidence for that, you fuck.
I do believe this is going to blow up in Citadel's face.
Oh, do you? You believe that, huh?
It seems many other major institutions may be already imploding as well. As Walter Bloomberg tweeted,
oh yeah, Goldman Sachs is imploding.
Plans to cut 3,200
That has nothing to do with this
week.
Nothing to do with this.
It's part of a wave of cost cutting on Wall Street after a big slump in deal making and a big slump in profits. But
it doesn't fucking say profits. Oh my God. It doesn't fucking say profits, okay? That's not what it says. That's not what it says.
Guys, be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments
Oh,
below.
yeah. Well, I already did. This is so pathetic. Going live in a few to easily debunk this garbage. I already let him know what I thought. So, yeah. Fuck you, Thomas James. You are a piece of shit. You are you are the worst of the worst. This is the worst of the worst right here. The worst of the worst. And he's not, I mean, taking advantage of uninformed retail investors on a daily basis from across the fucking pond, no less. That makes it worse in my eyes. You're committing international fucking securities fraud here. International. Send his ass to Guantanamo. We could legally do that. We could do that. That could happen. I'm just saying it could happen. There's no reason why it couldn't happen. All right. So nothing in that whole video was substantiated whatsoever. Nothing. There was no proof of anything in that video. None. And if people think that there was, go in the chat and tell me the time code of in the video of where the proof is, and I'll go back and look at the time that you put in the chat. We'll go back and look, but I didn't see any evidence. I saw a bunch of cut off screenshots that didn't even tell us where they were from, a bunch of tweets, a bunch of Reddit comments. That's not proof. And he was talking about it as if it were certain, as if it was 100% proven. Sorry, it wasn't. Not even close. That's fraud. That's fucking fraud in my book. It's fraud. So, speaking of fraud, yeah, I know it 10 watchers. Um, that just goes to show you that the apes don't care. They don't care. They don't want to look at anything other than super bullish nonsense on a daily basis because the demand obviously is there for that. Doesn't matter to me though. I mean, if you're trying to hurt my feelings by mentioning 10 watchers, whatever, you're going to have to try a lot harder than that. Just FYI. Um, if it was supposed to be supportive, then thank you. But it, it never is when people say that kind of stuff. So anyway, here's Al from Boston. Speaking of frauds, here's Al from Boston. I mean, see if you can even follow this video. See if you can even follow what he's trying to fucking say. It is so absurd that I mean, it's hard to even follow what the fuck he is trying to say because he's so excited for some reason.
From Boston, let's kick it off. All right, this is the newest scam. You'll notice that Adam Aaron and Alexandra Shapiro recently sold a bunch of AMC shares. All right, this is the newest scam. You'll notice that Adam Aaron and Alexandra Shapiro recently sold a bunch of AMC shares.
Fuck. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Shit. What did I say? I said, okay, first of all, he said that
and Alexandra newest scam. You'll notice that Adam Aaron and Alexandra Shapiro recently sold a bunch of AMC shares.
recently sold a bunch of AMC shares. Okay. Well, I'm not seeing anything on whatever this document is here. I'm not sure what we're looking at. I mean, where it's from. Obviously, it's a list of insiders that sold something, but it doesn't say anywhere up here that's AMC at all. The only reason we would have the list of names of selling stockholders is if they were insiders. Either they owned a lot of shares that made them insiders, or they were directors or executives. And the only one that I recognize here is Adam Aaron. So that's the first thing. Well, but we don't even have to worry about that because look at the tweet. Forgot to show the connection between Alexandra and Adam. Okay. I'm confused. Wasn't the float around 85 million? Da, 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 da. And then the original poster says, that's not AMC or CEO Adam. That's not AMC or CEO Adam. So this, which I, already knew, we're not looking at a list of people who sold AMC. This is not AMC. And that is not Adam Aaron, the CEO of AMC. So we're looking at some other stock that we don't know because it's not shown. And we're looking at a different person named Adam Aaron. So I'm not sure what this is about. And then we can barely see here. It says point of the post was showing how coincidentally Citadel found, I don't know, is another Adam Aaron who something, but we're not looking at anything having to do with AMC right here. So, but Al just said,
Get off. All right, this is the newest scam. You'll notice that Adam Aaron and Alexandra Shapiro recently sold a bunch of AMC shares.
recently sold a bunch of AMC shares. Did he not even read this tweet? Did he not even read this over here on the right? He didn't even read it clearly. He didn't look. This is par for the course for Al from Boston and the rest of these clowns. I mean, I'm just saying. It's right here in front of us. That's not AMC or CEO Adam. Well, no shit. We know it's not AMC. We could tell that by just looking at it. Just look at it. It's not AMC. All right. Well, I don't even know what the point of watching the rest of this video is.
Right? Very strange. Very, very strange. And I'm like, what's going on? What are these two here? 37 Capital Fund? What is this, right? It's very, very strange. Now, this is just me speculating here, right?
Oh, good.
Who the hell
So,
is Adam Aaron and Alexander Shapiro?
so you're just speculating like everything that you do. So it's like every other thing that comes out of your mouth. Got it.
I've never seen those two names together, right? Now, this is not necessarily that's not AMC or the AMC CEO. That's just not. It's another person named Adam Aaron who happens to have the
Is it another person? Okay. Is it another stock? Or is it AMC? He just said it's another person. So does he still think this is AMC? I don't know. Kind of sounds like he does.
Right? The point of this post is how coincidentally Citadel found another guy named Adam Aaron who just happens to change his middle initial in just a variety of circumstances, according to Dave.
There's no middle initial there. What the fuck are they talking about? There's no middle initial given on that. It just says Adam Aaron. Oh my God.
And that's a trick.
Wow.
What do I mean by that? Let's take a look at this, right? Here is
Okay.
Adam Aaron, the real Adam Aaron that works for Instinctive Capital, right? You'll notice University of Wisconsin, Booth. He's got a bunch of degrees, and look at where he's worked at Citadel. A guy by the name of Adam Aaron, right?
Look, he has degrees from real institutions. Real degrees from real institutions, unlike Al from Boston.
Funnier.
Harvard Night School.
There he is. 0 matches. That's not him, is it? Is it him? I don't know. But the real Adam Aaron was right here, and he's with Alexandra Shapiro, who is marketing for NBC. That's the real guy, right?
Oh, wow. Oh,
So,
wow. Whoa, wow. That really
he is,
clarifies it all.
for all intents and purposes, 37 Capital Fund, right? That's him. And it's just, boom, 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 1216. Is that a coincidence, guys? Principally owned by Mr. Aaron. He's a fund, right? you see how this is working? I mean, it gets better.
No, I don't. I don't. Why are you laughing? Why is this even a thing? This guy has lost the fucking plot. This guy has absolutely lost the plot. Somebody walking around on my roof of a building I live in. Or they're fixing something up there. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know what's more, maybe I should just put a poll. Let's do a poll. It's always fun to do polls. All right. What's more ridiculous? Thomas James found Melvin short positions, or out from Boston, Adam Aaron, whatever. Oh, that's too many freaking. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what? Oops, I messed it up. I messed it up. Whoops. Let's see. GameStop elitist? No. GameStop is just as terrible as AMC. Actually, it's more terrible. All right, here we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, Lynn's a regular elitist if that counts, but yeah. Okay.
Look at this. Oh, Millennium Management, then to Citadel, then to Bluecrest, then to Synctive. Now he's a BP Products full-time CEO. What the F is going on, you guys? This is Synctive Capital.
What is I still don't understand what he's even talking about here. Like, he's talking about a guy by the same name as Adam Aaron, who worked at Citadel at one point, which was when was that? In 2013 to 2015. At that point, let me remind everyone here, at that point in time, but in 2013 and in 2015, I know you know where I'm going with this. Adam Aaron was not the CEO of AMC. He was not the CEO of AMC until 2016. So this has absolutely no relevance to anything whatsoever that I can tell at this point. But hey, we let Al flap his wings, you know.
This is it. Look, they're all ex-Citadel employees. All of them. They're all Morgan Stanley, Citadel. This guy looks like a fucking okay.
He looks like what, Al?
It's just
I mean, he can't resist. Like this guy's like a 13-year-old. He's like literally a 13-year-old. He sees somebody and he has to make fun of the way they look. What is wrong with this guy? What is wrong? This is an asshole right here. This guy is an asshole. I think we all know people like this. He's a scumbag. Wow. Jesus. This is, and if I had to answer that poll, I don't know because on one hand, the Melvin Capital thing is extremely misleading, and it may actually have an effect on retail investors. I don't know what effect that would be. I don't know who would do anything based on that flimsy of evidence. But I mean, we're talking about the apes here, so you know, all bets are off. On the other hand, this seems to have nothing to do with anything, which is ridiculous in and of itself. So it's a very tough question, but I know you guys can get to your correct answer.
Retarded. This is absolutely retarded. Uh, Adam R. Aaron.
Exactly,
Right?
Lynn.
Adam R. Aaron to receive a 2020 marquee at Cinemakin. Cinemakin. I don't know what that is.
Cinemakin?
Cinecon. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Cinemakin.
But
Wow.
it's our guy's name. Our CEO's
Cinemakin. Cinema Bacon. How about CinemaCon, Al? How about CinemaCon? How about you are a con, man? Send this fuck to Guantanamo too. Seriously. I would love to see that. Love to see that.
name is
Only
Adam
time I would ever love to see anybody at Guantanamo.
M, which is Adam Maximilian. All right.
What do I think
This
about
guy
Morantz?
changes his shit around.
Stick around. We'll talk about it.
It's just insane, man. Adam Aaron, that's another one. Stocks and they 37 capital. This is just thrown together, right? And then the coincidence is just plain weird, right? It's just plain weird that
What is so
37
weird?
Capital Fund, Adam Aaron and Alexandra Shapiro, I can only assume that they're husband and wife, right? We're
What is so
finding
weird?
all kinds of weird connections between a guy by the name of Adam Aaron's. Listen, you can't trust anybody or anything at this moment. Because if this
Especially you making these ridiculous connections that have nothing to do with anything. This has nothing to do with anything at all. Plus, when this Adam Aaron worked for Citadel, the other Adam Aaron, I don't remember where he was before AMC. I don't know. Either the basketball team or the ski resort or the cruise line or whatever. He wasn't at AMC. So what? So what?
this guy is quote selling AMC and it shows up
Exact
on our books as a
Tony,
sell.
I think you nailed it there. So Al from Boston is saying that there are two Adam Aarons, and he discovered the problem as to why the apes are losing money. Bingo. That's it. That's it right there. The answer is crime.
And they somehow manipulate Bloomberg or Yahoo as to say, hey, Adam M. Aaron sold. We don't know if it's our guy or if it's their guy. You see what I mean? That's the scam.
No, it's not a scam.
Dude.
I mean,
This cannot get
it
any
is a scam,
weirder
but
of a play. I've never seen anything like this. First off,
holy shit.
Dave
Wow.
Murphy, aka Zero Cool, masterful, dude. Masterful. Hack the planet, all
What?
the above. You are the man for this. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
No.
Ken Griffin, I have to hand it to you. As big of a scumbag you are, the fact that you came up with this genius idea, and he probably got
What
a
is
bunch
he
of people
talking
listening.
about? What idea? What is the idea? Everything is a goddamn conspiracy when you're an uneducated fucking fool. Okay? That's what it comes down to. This guy is an uneducated, and he could be just putting on an act, but I don't think so. I think he is legitimately this dumb. I think he is really, really, really foolish, uneducated, and just grasping at straws. I mean, sometimes he clearly is patronizing. Sometimes but I get this. I really do get the sense here that he is tickled by this. He thinks that this is something. Um, Either that or he really thinks that he can convince the apes that it's something. Either way, It's nothing. This is nothing.
Because of it, because he's quote as an this Adam Aaron right here, he's an institution, so it shows up on institutional cells, and we see it. We're like, oh, Adam Aaron.
No, that's not correct. I mean, an individual cannot be an institution, first of all. Like that's literally the that's literally something other than an institution is an individual. So no, that's wrong, first of all. Um, he's an institution. Oh, I love that. Wow, this guy knows nothing. He knows fucking jack shit about everything. Seriously, this guy's he's an idiot. No, actually, it's they owned 3 million shares, it looks like, which apparently in whatever the uh or I don't even know I don't even know what stock this is. We don't even know what stock this is, okay? So like I can't say if he was an insider because he was an executive or a director, or if he was an insider because he owned a percentage of the float, which I'm guessing is 248 and doesn't anyway, like but no, he and his wife are not an institution. That's ridiculous. What the fuck? Jesus.
Aaron sold out. Bullshit. Blah, blah.
Adam
No,
Aaron
buddy,
is a
that's
particle
not
and a wave.
this.
Yes. Yes, he Yes. Yes, Lynn. He he has quantum properties.
This is depravity at its finest, genius level depravity. All
Why?
right, I'm
How?
telling you right now, genius
Telling us
level
what?
depravity. Because at prima facie, at first glance, it says Adam Aaron. Then if you look closer, it might say Adam
But what are we
Aaron or
looking
Adam
at? I
Aaron.
don't even know what we're
M as
looking
in
at.
Mike.
What
Maximilian,
stock are we even looking at here? Fuck me.
right?
God damn.
It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it
Now,
is. It is
Dave's
unbelievable.
point in this video or in this post was to show coincidentally how they found another Adam Aaron who happens to have the same initials and in a variety of circumstances, Adam R, Adam M. It's
What?
just tricks, man. It's
Like
tricks. It's
how that doesn't even make sense. There's no initial on there. Adam Aaron and Alexander Shapiro. There's no initial. What the fuck? Dade whatever. Dade what is it? Dade Murphy. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, so brilliant.
coincidentally how they found another Adam Aaron. It's just tricks, man. It's tricks. It's
Bricks.
games. You know the kind of games. FF games, right? It's just absolutely insane. And look at this: buys, sells, Adam M. Aaron, Adam Aaron. It's all the same guy. And I guarantee you, it's probably Kenny's place, Darcy Nissenbaum. I don't know who these people are. One can only assume that they're all part of this one
So
incestuous
now you're gonna dox his address? What the hell? Fuck you, Al. What a piece
thing
of
of,
shit.
of people, and I don't know. I don't know what.
If I actually knew Al's name, I would fucking dox him. I would give you his home address, home phone number, everything. I don't care. Go pick him up and take him to Guantanamo for me
Tell
if you
ya.
would.
But I thought when I saw this, I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I just can't believe it. I mean, I'm nothing surprised, but this was really a sneaky trick, guys. This was a sneaky trick. And here's the funny thing, right? This guy is running an institution. He's got like zero, the broker. He's got one state securities exam, law exam, 3 general industry product exams, but it doesn't tell us what broker. I mean, it's got JP Morgan right here and a few others, but what we don't see is
Oh, Al, are you dyslexic or something? I think Al's dyslexic. He interprets JMP as JP Morgan. Nope. Nope. I mean, seriously. I, this is like shooting fish in a barrel, folks. I mean, come on. Come on. Anybody who listens to this clown and doesn't immediately pick out a dozen things that are wrong upon first listen, you need to sharpen your skills. because this shit is just like it really it's a way this is one those brain training games like Lumosity or whatever it's called or those things that are supposed to keep you critical thinking skills up and stuff like that. Don't worry about that. Just watch these grifter videos. Seriously, just watch the grifter videos. How many errors can you spot? How many ridiculous falsehoods can you spot? How many JMP? Oh, JP Morgan, right? This will keep you sharp. This shit will keep you sharp.
Citadel, we don't see anything else. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. You know, these guys are incredible. The level of manipulation that is happening here. And
this is the manipulation that's happening here. This is it. Al from Boston, Thomas James, et al. This is the manipulation. These guys are the manipulation. And no, these guys are not institutions. If you were wondering, no, they're not. But they are the manipulation. They are the manipulators. This is the manipulation right here, folks. This is it. Because this is nothing. We didn't learn anything here relevant to AMC at all. We learned nothing. Yet, Al from Boston, which his name probably isn't Al, and I would be very surprised if he actually was from Boston. But we don't know. We don't know. And we can't leave a comment and ask him because he disabled him. But he thinks it's something, or he wants you to think it's something. What is this supposed to do? Make people go out and buy AMC? Really? This is supposed to make people go out and buy AMC. Okay, sure.
I'm telling you, this was just well played, well executed. And I got to hand it to him. I got to hand it to Citadel. I did not see that coming. I really didn't. That was a very genius level move. That was high IQ move. And hopefully none of you
high IQ move,
because that is be just retarded. That would just be insane. That's all I have for you guys today. Once again, Ron.
I mean, if he weren't such a cool, ridiculous grifter, I would feel sorry for this guy because this guy has no clue,
and I
no clue. But I don't feel sorry for him because he's a grifter. He's a scammer. He is a fucking fraud. This is a fraud right here. Al from Boston is a fraud. Period. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. So let's do. Let's see here. So I guess we're just doing this. I guess we're just doing it. Whatever. I guess I'm already on here, so let's just do it. So here's.
Hi friends, welcome to Stocks and Crypto Plays.
Now this guy. Man, this guy. I don't know what's going on with this guy. I do not know what's going on with this guy. But let's see. We were lied to. We were lied to. Oh, maybe he's finally realizing that he bought into a scam. We were lied to about the squeeze. Maybe that's what he means.
Breaking news on AMC and Ape preferred equity units. So what you need to do first is hit like, subscribe, share the video with a friend.
That's what I need to do. Okay.
Grateful to
what
you.
I have to do.
Also, I have to say I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Okay, having said all that, let's get right to it. AMC Ape stock, what's going on today? Just 1 week after T plus 90, we have a big fact of information released that was hidden.
Big fact of information.
Today, basically, and I don't know
you're exposing
why
it.
They hid this. Did Adam Aaron intentionally?
Which Adam Aaron? That's the question. M or R? So it looks like we have a 50-50 split on the poll. 50-50 split between Melvin and Adam. Well, hey, sometimes it's a tie. What can you do? All right.
Deceive us. Did he keep this information from us on purpose? Because I tell you what, friends, if I knew this, I would have traded my stocks in a much different way. We were told that Ape was a dividend. It was supposed to be a reward. It was supposed to be free. It was supposed to be a dividend. But as of today, we know it wasn't. Basically what it was some sort of split in a sense. They reduced the value of our
yes, it was.
AMC
it was.
shares. And
Yes, it
they
was
took
a split. Oh my God. Another person who has no clue what he has invested in, has no clue what this shit actually means. Holy F.
cost basis onto Ape that they quote unquote gave us, or they made us buy without even asking us. It's just totally corrupt. I mean, this
Totally
is just
corrupt.
unbelievable what they did, and I don't know how they could legally do this to us, but they did.
Really?
By the way,
God.
I'm still holding off
Wow.
on AMC
What a
Ape. I'm not
clown.
selling. Okay, I'm very bullish on both, even though they've totally taken advantage of us in every
Totally,
possible way. I'm still
totally
in this
done
play
that,
right now. I just
dude.
want you all to know that. So,
You
anyways,
got screwed.
take a look, friends, at your AMC cost basis right now. Or after this video, go into your brokerage account. Take a look at your average cost for your AMC. It went down. Take a look at your average cost for your Ape. It went up
Ah!
without
What?
you even buying or selling anything.
No.
Take a look
No.
at it after this video. But please, as a reward for me, please hit like,
It's a
subscribe, and
reward
share
for
the video
you.
with a friend, add notifications. At least do that for me. Okay, friends? So here we go. I contacted my broker. I have several brokers that I use, several, okay? And I know some of you don't like Robinhood, but I love it. They give you free trading and they give you crypto where you could buy crypto, and I love it. So anyways, I contacted that broker, which I have my AMC Ape on, and they gave me an official statement. They said, thank you so much for your patience. As you are aware, AMC issued a dividend on August 22nd, 2022 in the form of shares of Ape. When the dividend was paid, we adjusted the average cost of Ape to 0, as it should be, while we were waiting for AMC to release the correct cost information. What cost information? It's supposed to be a dividend. It's supposed to be free. They decided to allocate 38.
It's supposed to be a dividend. It's supposed to be free. Where do you think dividends come from, my friend? Where do you think dividends come from? If you get a cash dividend on a stock, where does that money come from? Where does it come from? It's free, right? The company pays for it, right? It's free. This guy has no clue. This guy is, my God. Oh my God. Do you think he's ever been alone in a room with a woman? Lynn should answer that without a gag on her mouth. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ. Ah, fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, fuck.
8% of the cost
All
of
right, we got to hear this.
cost information. What cost information? It's supposed to be a dividend. It's supposed to be free. They decided to allocate 38% of the cost of what you originally paid for AMC to the Ape shares received as a result of the dividend. So in early January, we adjusted the average cost in the app to reflect the corrected amount. This only impacted the shares you received on August 22nd, 2022. Any shares you may have purchased after the dividend payout were not affected. Well, friends, most of us bought all our AMC shares prior to that. Maybe we bought some after, but the large majority was bought prior to that anyways. Any shares of AMC owned prior to the August 22nd dividend had their average cost adjusted to 62% of the original cost, and the Ape average cost increased from 0 to
your average cost went down. Yay.
of AMC. Look what they did, friends. That is just so crooked and nasty. How could they do this to us? We saved AMC theaters. We saved them.
Odd.
And this how they do us?
This is pathetic.
It's disturbing, friends. Okay?
No, it's pathetic.
Just not right. Be honest with us. Be straightforward with us. Don't do us dirty like this. This is just
You're
wrong.
gonna cry.
Okay?
Don't
I don't know
cry.
how anyone could be happy about this. If you're going to comment below and you're going to say this is great news, come on, friends. You're not real apes. This is just
You're
not.
not real apes. Wow, this guy's a wannabe cult leader. There it is. Great news. I'm super happy about this. My AMC cost basis went down. That means I'll make more in profit once the squeeze hits. Win, win, win.
Having said that, I'm still bullish on AMC Ape. We're going to get our squeeze, okay? And also, I did a video about the
Oh, we're going to get our
T+90,
squeeze.
how,
Good, good,
Ape
good.
actually did squeeze off chain on January 4th. It did. You got to watch that video.
Whoa, whoa,
Go to
what?
my channel and find it.
What did you just say? What?
Okay, and also I did a video about the T+90, how Ape actually did squeeze off chain on January 4th. It did.
Ape squeezed off chain?
T+90, how Ape actually did squeeze off chain on January 4th. It did. You got to watch that video.
Ape squeezed off chain on January 4th? Mm, I'm like looking at this. No, that was back in December. 4th right here. Oh yeah, of course. Oh no, here it is. Yeah, absolutely squeezed. Yeah, that is most definitely a squeeze. But it was off chain. What does that mean? Off chain. Off chain? Ape doesn't have an option chain. Maybe he means off exchange. Yeah, probably. But that makes no difference. It's all the same price everywhere. So I don't know. He meant off exchange, but that's still nonsensical. Like the price wouldn't be different off exchange. It's not. I mean, unless he's one of these guys who believes that the off exchange, the dark pool has a different price. Why didn't he just say that? He looks like David Koresh. Interesting. Okay. So David Koresh is alive, and it's him. I know he does actually look like him. Ant Card says, "Do a Marantz video. I dare you." I actually have. I actually have done a video on Marantz rants. Can't remember when. Oh yeah, I think it's called GME Safe Space or something like that. It was when GameStop had some shit news come out. I think I talked about him. I don't know. I mean, we've already got a feud here going on, but I'm gonna look at some of that here in a minute here. Well, he meant dark pool. It still doesn't make any sense. Because this is the price. This is the price. On exchange, off exchange, dark pool, whatever you want to call it, this is the price. There is no different price. So it didn't, I mean, if you call that a squeeze, okay, 15%, 15% or so. Let's see, what's this one? What is this one? Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. Is that it? Is that the jihad video? Okay. I'll cue that up. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, man? This is Frankie.
Go in my channel and find it. Okay, back to this. Please note that the adjusted cost basis allocation was not decided by Robinhood.
You want CSI first? Okay.
For more information on why this decision was made, please contact AMC's Investor Relations. So you can't blame Robinhood for this one. I know everybody likes to blame Robinhood for removing the buy button when it wasn't their fault. Everybody did it. Every brokerage exchange did it. Every one of them.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Fidelity didn't. Schwab didn't. Or maybe Schwab did. Fidelity didn't. Not all of them did. TD did. I can't. I forget actually, but I know I did a lot of videos on this last year. Not all of them did. Not all of them did. Not even close. Not even close.
If you want to sign up for Robinhood, I'll put a link below, but that's up to you. There's no pressure.
Sweet.
You do get free stocks, and I get a bonus as well. Anyways,
okay. Free
this
stocks.
is the breaking news, friends. This is the information.
That's okay.
As of today, it's fully official. I feel like they did us really dirty. If Adam Aaron would have told us this from the beginning, it would have changed the way that I purchased AMC, and it would have changed what I did with Ape. It would have. I mean, how is this not illegal? I mean, it should be illegal.
How's it
Take this
illegal?
information from us.
What?
You know, I'm not happy about it, friends. Okay, I don't know how you feel, but my purpose of this video is to give you the truth, to give you the fact, to give you the information to do what you want with it, okay? But I'm still bullish on AMC Ape, okay? And I'm still here. I appreciate you all. Please hit like.
Adam Aaron is like
Adam
Aaron is a photon. Adam Aaron is a photon. Let's see. Okay, so we want CS. Let me get this. Okay. Yeah, here it is. Okay, here it is. And I don't know why it's starting at 47 seconds. That's as much as
What's
I
up,
got.
everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. Missed y'all. Love y'all. In this video, we're going to talk about Martinez rants and the rest of these YouTubers. Particularly Martinez rants. Because I don't think there's a YouTuber that talks about AMC that he ain't took a lick at. And I'm going to show y'all why in just a minute. But Martinez, pull on up a chair, bruh. We fixing to have a talk, me and you. Let me explain something to you. You got a day coming, man. You got a day coming. All right?
Who does this guy think he is, by the way? The sheriff of AMC? The fucking sheriff of AMC? Like, we're gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a talk. You got a day coming, boy. Bub, you ever seen a grown man naked? Um, another guy who wants to censor people. Another guy who thinks that he should be allowed to say whatever he wants, whatever ridiculous nonsense that he can come up with, or his ilk. The other grifters. That's fine. But somebody now, granted, I don't necessarily like everything that Morant says, and we're finding out that some of what he says may not actually be factually true. That's fine. That's why we're here. It's why Shadow Stars is doing what he's doing. So we'll look at that. But the point is here, you can say things like HYMC is the rocket fuel that's going to send AMC to the moon. Wyckoff Mining is the rocket fuel that's going to send AMC and Ape to the moon. He says that. He said that many times. Okay. So if I sit here and say that rocket is going to crash or malfunction like the Virgin Galactic rocket did, apparently, recently, I got a notification from Bloomberg about it. You're not going to like that? Okay, well.
When a person purposely and hatefully destroys the hopes and dreams of other people.
Hopes and dreams. When a person purposefully destroys the hopes and dreams, it's not anyone's fault that facts, right? That facts have the effect of destroying hopes and dreams. That signals that you have bought into a lie. You don't know the difference between fantasy and reality. So now you can't even say fact because it hurts your feelings, essentially is what you're saying. It hurts your feelings. Well, Snaggletooth, let's just keep going. Motherfuckers.
You better know one thing. It's coming back to you, my friend. And that's what you do. You realize after a couple of videos about AMC that it was a cash cow. Your GME videos wasn't making you shit. I went back and looked. Let's take a look at some. Right here.
He's anti-AMC.
Fact check on Keenan Grace. Now, you're on Keenan's ass, huh? All right,
yeah, because Keenan is a fucking grifter. Because he's ridiculous. Another person who has no business talking about stocks.
I've only been up for 9 hours. That's good work. AMC, who runs the show, you use a picture of Adam Aaron, and of course, people are going to click on it. All right. Then you can't leave out scavenger stocks, and you want to go.
No, you can't leave him out because he's a moron. He's a positive moron, though. He's all about positivity, so that's good, but not reality.
on down the list. And people, let me explain something to you about his fucking thumbnails.
And I noticed he skipped over the one that says AMC update, good news.
See where he got that little sign right there in the scavenger stocks? All right, that's tag scavenger. So scavenger's gonna come see the video. All right, and Bigums is tagged, and Bigums.
Oh,
is
another
tagged.
idiot.
I mean, it's just sad. It sounds.
Why
like
is that sad?
And Matt Kohrs is tagged. All right.
Who cares if Matt Coles is tagged? Tag fucking Matt Coles. Fucking cattle prod Matt Coles for all I care.
Tagged. It's
He's a
somebody that's
grifter.
begging for.
By the way, that's Trey's image on there. I don't know why it got Matt Coles tagged, but that's Trey.
Attention. That's all it is. Look, here's more. Al from Boston, tag him. Jackson Hunter, tag him. Just begging for somebody to look at his videos. Somebody come look at my channel. Why? Because I don't want to forget about this, Martinez.
Do you think he's saying Martinez on purpose? Like, clearly it says. Look at how he spelled it. Martin's Rants. Oh my God. Never mind. Strike the last question from the record, please.
But there's one I want you to see right here. I'll make a video every time Adam Aaron tweets. He's got to make videos about this guy to get him a couple of views from AMC.
Oh, that guy's a clown. And he also left. He left the grifter space. At least he said he was leaving the grifter space. I don't know if it's true. But yeah, Mutton Chop is gone.
AMC, and this one from AMC, and this one from AMC.
And you get an AMC, and you get an AMC.
There it is. 5,000 subscribers. Thank you. All right. And 265 views with 5,000 followers, dude. Really? 12 days ago you posted this? I'm surprised you didn't put, but you know you couldn't put 5,000 subscribers. Thank you, AMC. Because it was AMC followers who blindly clicked that subscribe button and started following your ass. But
why would they do that?
For 2 years, dude.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would this doesn't make any sense, which makes perfect sense for CSI. Like, really? AMC Ape Moass believers are following Morant's rants. No, you got it backwards. It's all the GameStop elitists. It's the GameStop people that hate AMC. The ones that hate AMC and make fun of AMC and AMC investors. And I'm sitting here saying, all of you are retarded. I don't discriminate. AMC, GME, Bed Bath & Beyond, GTII. Doesn't matter. It's all ridiculous. It's all retarded. It's all, a first class ticket to, an imploded account, really. So, but whatever, doesn't matter.
You didn't have 5,000 subscribers in 2 years talking about GME. But you jump over here now to AMC and you just want to bash. But you better know one thing, sir.
Uh-oh.
One thing, like I said in the beginning. All this hate you're spewing and you're causing people to lose their faith in.
It's not hate, okay? Like, I hate when these clowns, and this guy is a clown. I mean, this guy's I don't even talk about this guy. I rarely even mention him because it's not even worth it. He's so irrelevant. He is a nobody. He adds nothing. So I just avoid him, like I avoid some of the other people, like Benji and Finance News. He's on the level of those. Providing facts, fact checking and shit. It's not hate. That is so ignorant. So ignorant. I mean, and it just shows that you're biased. You either don't know it or you don't care. And to me, and, people to other people too. That's a problem. It's a problem. That's why we will never watch your videos unless it's to make fun of them or call them out or to see how ridiculous you're going to be. Seriously. Now, make a video about me, okay? What about Scotty? I've been talking about AMC longer than Martinez has. Where's my video? Aren't you going to have a talk with me? Let's sit down and have a talk, bro.
And their hope.
The heck do I hear? All right, anyway.
And then in their dreams, you're going to pay the price for that. Because you were over there on GME talking the same bullshit to them, only there's nobody over there to hear because everybody's probably done left the play. So, get mad if you want and make a rebuttal video. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm not even paying y'all no mind. I haven't had YouTube on. Alright? This channel, because I'm busy setting up other things. Other revenue streams. Alright? AMC videos are not my only revenue stream. But the point is...
clearly. Yeah, we're going to look into that.
Let's talk about just one aspect.
Other revenue streams like...
that
Meth Lab.
Nobody's thought about, all right, is that what's going on is Adam Aaron is kicking the can. And you say, well, yeah, he's kicking the can, CSI. No, wait. The wrong can. He's kicking the debt can, people. Now, he's paid off a little bit of the debt, and then he's restructured it for 2026.
All right, I don't care about that. That's enough of that. So then what do we want next? We want Rant's response to that. Let's see. Uncommon investment, that one? I think that one.
Hi guys, welcome back to Morant's Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Quick video. I know there's a video out there about me. Common Sense Investor made a video. See, I say your name correctly, even though you don't say my name correctly. He said that I'm the crusher of hopes and dreams for AMC investors. I want to put this out there right now. The only thing I do is give out factual information, documented information, and I go from there. Now, the crusher of hopes and dreams for AMC investors would be Adam Aaron. Adam Aaron is telling the truth half the time, but you guys are trying to hear a different story and a different narrative. The hopium pushers, yourself, CSI, and all your whole crew that you roll with, and we know all the YouTubers, we really do. I have been making videos about their contradicting statements on their own. So if they made a video that said one thing, I go ahead and post that video. That's why I tag them in it, so they know that I'm using their content and I'm showing them, hey, here's what you said and here's what you didn't say. I'm not doing it for clicks. How many people want to see me? A negative viewpoint for AMC? A lot. A lot of people want to see the other side of the table, even though you don't. Because you're the same individual that told people AMC's going to the moon. I'm still waiting. You're the same guy who told people HYMC is a good investment. It is not. It has lost over, 70% of your investment? And it's not, it lost with the market. It's not that. It's been diluted. It's been diluted and crushed. And it was colluded with Mudrick Capital. So there's no way I want to be involved with anyone who's distressed credit investors. And Tur's the same way. We just sold Tur. And I say we because I'm an AMC YouTuber. Maybe you missed that part. Maybe you don't get it. I put AMC in my titles, and why? Because I give out AMC truth. And I have for over almost 2 years now. And where have you been? On the other side of the table, saying the wrong thing. You know what I get a lot of, CSI? I get a lot of people to come into my chat or in the DMs or in the videos themselves, and they write, man, I wish I would have found you earlier. I wish I would have found you sooner. I would have saved my life. My life savings would be okay.
I've gotten that too.
They believed something. They believe what you...
I've gotten that too. 100%. Absolutely. Yes. People say that. They do say that. Comments, messages, emails. Yeah, absolutely.
You guys have been pushing. And I don't have anything coming my way. I don't have somebody come looking for me, some boogeyman going to kill me next year. Nothing like that. Because Adam Aaron has already solidified exactly what I've been saying. You don't think so? You know what's crazy? Let's go back like 6 months ago when I saw, or I'm sorry, 9 months ago, when I saw the HYMC deal go through, and I was like, shit, this makes 0 sense. So what I do, I start looking around for videos to make it make sense. And I'm like, okay, why did they invest? Why did they invest? And then I found your videos. That's when I started looking at your videos, because you were like, yeah, gold and gold back NFTs and gold back. And I'm just like, what the fuck's this guy talking about? So when you speak out of your ass, yeah, you get some views. And I started looking at you. And I'm like, okay, it didn't make any sense. But yeah, these guys are retarded. These guys are crazy. So I started making the video. And I said, listen,
It's kind of retarded.
do your homework. Go read the filings. This is not a company you want to be involved with. Boom. Okay. And I was secure with that video. And then I would go forward, and you go forward about 6 months from there, 5 months from there, and you go, hey, they're coming out with Ape. And I was like, oh, hell no. I go read everything I can about Ape. And then I hold Spaces calls, and we have thousands of people. I'm telling you, I had 1,500 people in a Spaces call, an additional 1,000 on the next
Wow.
one. I held 4 different Spaces calls, and I recorded them all. And they're posted, sure. And I'm talking to AMC investors left and right, and I'm knocking them down. You're wrong. It's going to go to $1,000 a share. I saw your video. This is going to force them to close, and they're going to get exposed, and they're going to do, and it's going to go to.
Yep,
the
he
moon,
said
and they're
that.
going to be rich, and I'm just like,
And he
holy
also
shit,
said,
man.
this
Guy doesn't get it.
he also said that HYMC is the rocket fuel that's going to send AMC and Ape to the moon. HYMC is the rocket fuel that's going to send AMC and Ape to the moon. Yeah, like those Tesla SpaceX rockets. You know, the
Get it either. So I make the videos. People see, save a couple more people from what you've been pushing. Now they're doing a reverse split with an FPA that basically gives up all the rights to their company to a distressed credit investor. And Terra's going to run this damn thing. And I'm just looking at him like, oh, what the hell? So let's go back a year. All right? You've been here that long. You've been here making videos that long. And let's go ahead and see what we've gotten right from there. Me versus you. What's gotten right on AMC? Let me know. I'll wait. I'll wait and I'll hold my breath, and I'll be dead by tomorrow, because I'll tell you what, you've gotten 0 things correct. Everything that I've said is going to happen, happens. And I'm going to say it right now so that you remind yourself, like everyone who watches, okay? AMC is going to be worth about $25 when it does a reverse stock split, okay? 10 to 1. When it gets to $25, it's going to eventually just keep dropping like a fucking rock. And when it gets back to 801 again, you're going to understand that this company's worth 0. They're going to come looking for you. They're going to come looking for all your friends that pushed out this bullshit onto people. And you guys can put your hands up in the air and say, oh,
I would not want to be an AMC
No, they're
YouTuber
playing by the rules of the market.
when that
And you want to
happens.
go change the market, that's fine. But you don't go through it. You don't go do it with this vehicle of AMC. AMC is not the horse that you pick in this race. You want to go pick a company? Go pick one. I don't care which one you pick. I'm not trying to tell you to sell your shares, and I'm not telling you to buy something else. I'm just letting you know, the one you picked, it's not going to win. Sorry, bro. Hey, and when you have more shares than missing teeth, then I'll go ahead and
Whoa.
honestly. Make fun of my name.
Nice.
It has racial undertones, by the way. Go ahead and make fun of all the videos you want to make fun of. I don't care. I'm still going to keep putting out the truth. But I did this while I'm traveling in between work. I'm going to go back. I have some things to do, but I'll see you around, little man. You're going to need some help, and a lot of it. You don't need any money. You don't have much money to lose, I can tell. But you're going to lose all dignity and respect and accountability for what you say. You really are.
Shit.
The integrity of what I'm doing, I can sit on the merit of that. You can't. Peace.
Pretty you know, pretty solid. And looks like we have Marantz Rants in the chat here. Welcome, sir. You're people are asking for you to go live. So you know, if you could do that so that I can, get rid of some of these people. Too many viewers right now. Let's see. Um, let's see. Now, well, okay. I'm gonna let you all talk. I'm not gonna get involved in that. But oh, you posted in your Discord. Sweet. Yeah. And I saw you said I really just clicked on this. Of course you did. Of course you did, because you know you're not an idiot. Scott who? Who's Scott Allen? Scott who? Well, first time. I'll be gentle, okay? Be gentle. Let's see. All right, so here we have Frankie. Frankie Jihad Mohammed, financial terrorist. What's up, man?
It's Frankie, man. Let me say I'm not a financial advisor. Anything that I say in this video should be used for entertainment purposes only. Whatever I say in this video is my opinion. It may not necessarily be factual. Don't buy, sell, or hold a stock because of anything that I say in this video. You know, I just got through listening to Ape Nation Will.
Fair enough, Marantz, and likewise, likewise. I don't tend to really associate with, anybody else on YouTube, but I guess bad taste in my mouth from last year. So anyway, Scott fucking Allen, right? You have to say Scott fucking Allen. That's the one that maybe Mandy can find that. Maybe he can dig up that. Well, I could. I don't know, and I don't want to anyway. Well, maybe I will. But the origin of Scott fucking Allen.
Video.
Teddy Zane.
And, you know, he's been somebody, man, I've supported as far as the movement is concerned, and he's supported me. You know, and he's somebody, man, that I feel is sincere about the AMC short squeeze play in the Moass. And he talked about, man, Adam Aaron relationship with Ontario Capital. And he talked about how they've been shorting AMC and how they've been shorting the Ape share. You know, and he was like, why would you why would Adam Aaron allow a company like that why would he sell them shares, and why would he allow them to have such a large position in our company? And see, man, I'm at a point now to where, you know,
it's a new setting for him.
As far as the Adam Aaron zealots, it really ain't.
This is a new setting. I don't know if I've seen this area wherever he is. Looks like I don't know. Is there a sink back there? Where's the GFCI? It's a wrong outlet to have back there, Frankie. What's going on? You're gonna electrocute yourself.
Shit they can tell me at this point. You see what I'm saying? I don't care how large their channel is. I don't care how popular they are. You know, I don't care who like them. The shit don't matter to me no more at this point because I see exactly what's going on. You see, and you can't let them, man, intimidate you from not putting the truth out there. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go ahead and play a little bit of what
I do, Frankie. I do see what you're saying with that.
Video pop up.
But let me say this, guys. I want you to think about this. Now, Adam Aaron knows. Trust, if we know he knows. He knows that Intera has been shorting Ape as well as AMC. And these are the debt holders. These are the debt holders on AMC. This is a SHF. What is an SHF? An SHF is a short hedge fund. Intera is a short hedge fund.
This right here is all the time they've been showing the Ape.
So why would Adam Aaron sell Ape, which is also AMC? Why would he sell a major position in the company to the same debt holders that have been shorting our stock? For one, he introduced Ape to us, the retail investors, back in August of 2022. Why didn't he just dilute at $10,987? Why would he wait all the way until it got down to 66 cents? After our shareholder value has been destroyed in Ape, over 90%. Why would he wait till it gets all the way down to 66 cents, knowing that Intera, as well as other short hedge funds, have been shorting Ape, and then turn around and sell Ape to Intera for pennies on the dollar at 66 cents after they've already destroyed our shareholder value? Huh? This is what you call an inside job, guys. For the ones that don't understand what this means, what I just said, I'm sorry. I mean, I hope you get it one day. And for all the YouTubers that watch this video, if you still are making videos Riding Adam Aaron's cock, calling him your silverback when he has sold hundreds of thousands of shares and collected millions of dollars. You really need to get your brain checked, bro. You really need to get your brain checked.
That brain checked.
And let me say this too. Antera has also been shorting AMC. Do your research. They have been shorting
Shadow Stars.
Hold on. Let me get my auto here. Can you hear me?
There he is. Yep.
I see Marant's Rants is on the live stream, so I thought if you'd let me get an opportunity to talk to him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Hey Marantz, apparently you saw my video, and apparently I was banned off your Discord. So I'd love to get some clarification as to why I was banned off your Discord. What in my video was incorrect? What did I display that elicited a reaction from either you or your mod team to ban me off your Discord? I'd love to get a comment on that.
So, yeah. I mean, hell, Marantz can come in the Telegram if he wants to, and we can talk about it here. But yeah. And yeah, I do think GameStop is trash, by the way. I'm not going to be bashful about that. But I don't talk. I mean, that's not my focus. So I don't think I've ever actually. Well, maybe once or twice. But anyway, who is Shadow Stars 13? That's the person that made the video. And so, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he responds here. So
According to your Discord, early this morning, 1:13 a.m., you said, "Oh, this dude is trash. Never mind." You also had linked to one of my videos on there. You said this guy could have just asked for my links and DD. Don't worry, I posted the links for him. I commented on the link that you posted on my video, which had no relevance in regards to the points that I brought up.
Hmm. 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 Okay. Hmm. GameStop, same dog, different fleas, pretty much. Yeah, I'm not gonna get sucked into a GameStop discussion. So if you're here, you know, to dispute, my stance on GameStop, you might as well just, it showed the trades for Antara in real time, not the Edgar 13F. That only show the end of the period positions. So where do you get the trades for Antara real time? How do you know? How do you get that? How do you know that? How would he know that, Shadow Stars?
I honestly got no clue.
I
What's he
had
talking
them,
about?
you didn't. That's the point. But if you're not going to, I mean, so you have proprietary information. How do you have proprietary information? You have an undisclosed source. I mean, I'm just asking. I don't know. I have no interest in talking about GameStop, Chad. Sorry, I don't care. It's not why I'm here. I mean,
I don't
I mean,
understand what
essentially.
Moran's is
Oh,
talking about.
sorry. Um,
No, go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say. I mean,
No, to clarify what I'm trying to ask is, in my video, I talked about the 13F filings.
right.
Morantz made the claims of, hey, Antera's been holding for 3 years. They've been holding for 10 quarters. I pulled up the 13Fs. I showed them right from the SEC Edgar filings from the 13Fs saying that, hey, when they reported on this date, they didn't have it. On these dates, they did have it. But the fact that you're saying that, hey, they've been holding for 3 straight years, that was not correct. They've moved in and out of their positions. Furthermore, I even said that, hey, there is a sort of loophole in 13F reporting because of the fact that, hey, it only tells you the reporting of that specific date at the end of that quarter. So they could have been moving in and out. But I also said that, hey, unless they separately disclose that, we don't know. So I don't understand how anything I said in regards to the
Right.
13F filings was
Hmm.
incorrect.
Right.
And I'd love to see how Morantz can say that, hey, I was not saying I was lying about it, or that was factually incorrect. That's point one.
Hmm.
The second point that I'd like to make, and I did in my initial video, was, hey, Morantz made the claim that, hey, Antera had 8% of their portfolio deployed into AMC. And I pulled up, once again, the 13F filings. You can look at their total value of their positions. And when you do the calculation, 8% of their total holdings, they didn't have that in AMC. No matter how you do it, that number does not come out to 8%. And I question that. And today's video, I covered this again. And I also covered this in a reply when Morantz commented on one of my videos. So I'd love to get a response back from Morantz. And the person talking right now is
That's
me, Shadow Stars
that's Shadow
13.
Stars. Yeah. Here, let me make that clear here. Here we go. There you go. There you go. At the bottom of the screen. So, yeah, good questions. I mean, yeah, as far as the 13Fs go, they indicate what was held in the last day of the quarter, and you said that in your video, and that's really all anybody would have, unless there's some proprietary information that somebody got their hands on somehow. Okay, but I mean that's
And for the chat, I'll do full disclosure. I've said this in my videos. I've made comments on it. I've said it in my social media platforms. I hold 0 shares of AMC. I have no position in AMC. I have no shares. I have no shorts. I have no options. No puts, no calls, no straddles, no butterflies, nothing.
what
Zero.
about
Zilch.
what about a jade lizard? You got a jade lizard?
That's some crazy type of
It is
display, but
actually. It is. Yeah, it's wild. Are you scared of DD? Who's scared of DD? What are you guys talking about? Like they're acting like bots in the chat. This is fucking weird. Like, uh, what's a jade lizard? Well, I'll do a Marantz. I know and you don't. So there you go. Right? Here's a jade lizard. Now, it's a slightly bullish strategy combining an out-of-the-money short put and out-of-the-money bear call spread. So it's a bear call spread. So you're selling, or so you're buying a higher strike call, you're selling a lower strike call, and then you're selling a put below that. So it is not an unlimited loss. It's not an undefined loss strategy, but although it does have a large maximum loss on, especially on that stock like that. But it's a slightly bullish strategy, so we won't want to use it on AMC. Anyway,
And to
that's
clarify, yes,
yeah.
Antera has what 8.8% of the voting power, include the Corbin, the two different Corbin funds. Yeah, they have 8.8% of Ape. Do the combination after the FPA, after it passes the HSR Act, that waiting period. So they get the 100 million lien note exchange, the debt for equity swap. They get the $75.1 million that they'll spend to get like another 106 mil Ape. Yeah, when you combine all that, they get approximately 257 million shares of Ape. That comes out if you use that 1.4 billion AMC plus Ape share count. That comes out to 18%. That's not 22%. I also covered this in my video today. Linda Real, that's a comment. That's my comment directed towards you. I'll be frank. I'm not bullish about AMC, and I already disclosed that I don't hold any shares. I have no position in AMC. All I do is I call out the facts as I see them. I use reputable sources. I use SEC Edgar. I pull it from the filings.
Right.
So
Yeah.
tell me where in the line where's the information incorrect? I'm pulling from the SEC filings, Edgar website. Are you
Yeah.
telling me that information is incorrect?
I don't know. He hasn't said anything. I don't even know if he's still here. And they're encouraging him to go hard. I know you can do it. Go hard. Yeah, go hard. How could you go hard on what you're saying though? I don't see how what you're saying is incorrect. I mean, all right, what you're saying is correct. Uh, there may be more information that is not available to anyone and besides him, I guess. I don't know. But that doesn't make the 13 Fs incorrect. That does not negate the fact that on this day they held this. So I don't know. I don't know. I think he bailed too. I don't know. Let me see if he's in a uh he's not showing up in the list of participants for me, so I think he left. That's unfortunate. He's not in the list of
Yeah, I don't see it either. So he must have dipped. I know Linda Real is a mod on his Discord server. Linda Real's
oh
part
yeah,
of that.
okay.
But
Okay, yeah.
if you're a mod, then you have access to the Discord logs. Love to know. Hey, why was I banned and kicked off the Discord server? Tell me the reason. Who did it and why? Did Marantz do it? Did you do it? Or did another mod do it?
No idea why you're banned, nothing in the log. Nothing in
Then
the
you don't
log.
have high enough access power for it then.
It should at least say who did it.
If you have high enough permissions on Discord, you can see
Yeah,
who
right.
took the action to kick and ban someone off the server.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why like I don't know why Keith is saying, dude, AMC is still going broke. I mean, yeah, we're not pro AMC. Like we're not bullish on AMC. We're realistic on AMC, which is, you know, yeah, it's not good. It's not a good outlook. Nobody here is pumping AMC. Oh. Ant Card was sarcastic with Morantz when he told him to go hard. I hate the guy. Oh, okay. I wasn't. It's so hard to tell because, all these people in here.
And the thing that how I know I was banned off of that is because I can't rejoin. It's one thing if you're kicked off Discord, then if you use that same invite link, you can go back in. But when I use that same invite link that's on all of his videos, including his most recent video, I'm unable to join. So I know I was banned off that server. And either Morantz or some mod on there did that. And I'd love to know why.
What in the world are you talking about? What is Keith talking about? Call you out on it? I will go into the report. Oh, okay. On the Discord. Yeah, talking about that. Right. Sorry. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, okay. We'll give you time to do that. It's fine. Lizards. Yeah. I mean, alien lizard humanoids like Ken Griffin. Well, no, like the creative investor. Well, I mean, you're more than welcome to stay in voice chat. Shadow Stars. I guess I guess he left. I don't see his name, and you don't see his name, so it's unfortunate. But go research public. What are you talking? What is Keith Schuchart talking about? Go research public reports of what? I mean, y- you got to be specific. Research public reports of what? What are you talking about? You're the one that said that AMC is still going broke. And I said, yeah, we're not bullish on AMC. We're not pumping AMC. We're giving the facts here. We're fact checking all these grifters. And then it's call me out on it. Call you out on what? I think you're a little bit confused. A little bit confused. What are you saying? I'm saying that you are acting like a goddamn bot. Okay? I think Keith is a bot. It's like nothing makes sense that they're saying. Sounds like a bot. Computer program. But hey,
I
Shadow
guess you
Star,
might need an introduction as to like what we do here, or what you
maybe,
do here rather.
maybe, maybe. Um, well, I mean, we could just not at all. Like you have to understand that the chat is like you can't just like when if you respond to something I say, if the chat responds to something that is said on the stream, the stream is delayed. There's a latency there. So if you say not at all, I have no idea. A dozen things have been said since you replied to something that I said. You see what I mean? So not at all. I don't know what that means. It's not. It means nothing. Okay. All right. Well, um, so you kind of have to give more you have to say a little bit of what you're responding to in your response. Like you said, I'm a bot. I did say you're a bot. Yes. Yes, I did. I did say that. Anyway, yeah, what's the point of this channel? What is the point of this channel? Um, you know, I don't even know anymore. No, I'm just kidding. So I started this channel in July of 2021. Well, I take that back. I started a channel in July of 2021 because I got frustrated that the only stuff that I saw on YouTube, I mean, quite literally, was bullish, super bullish, um, uh, squeeze, pro Moass stuff. And it became clear, in June, as June went on, and July, and so on, that it doesn't seem like this quote unquote DD is very good. Doesn't seem like it's very good, and that's what anyone would ever say. Well, you clearly you haven't read the DD. go read the DD, just go read the DD. So I read the DD, and boy, it's the DD basically comes down to um, there are billions of synthetic shares, and so there's going to be a massive squeeze because even though they didn't borrow these shares ever, they're naked shorts. They didn't borrow them, but the hedge funds are somehow using them to short. But they're going to have to buy them back though. So why, I don't know, because what are they going to be returned to if they didn't borrow them? But anyway, um, Ant Card, have a good one. Make sure you subscribe and come back and you know help me deal with all these bots. Um, so yeah, it basically grew out of that, and basically fact checking information that's out there on YouTube about AMC. Pretty simple, and it is very simple to do. I don't know if you find this too, Shadow Stars, but it's like I've said this before. This stuff debunks itself. Most of it debunks itself. You know what I mean? Like you just have to know like a little base knowledge about whatever they're talking about, and then you know do some basic research. But a lot of times you don't even have to do that. It's just like, okay, yeah, if you've been in the market for more than 2 years, you probably know a little bit more than most of these guys do. And it just, if you think about it, it just debunks itself. It just like, it's crazy. I don't know if you find that to be the case too, but I sure do. Is he still there? You still there? So, yeah, it's not a GameStop channel. I mean, it's not even really an AMC channel. The Here's another misconception about what we're doing here. And I don't know if Shadow Stars gets this too, but I certainly have over the last. So, well, one thing I didn't mention was that last year, um, well, actually, a little over a year ago, so November 2021, my channel got deleted by YouTube. They said that I repeated and egregious violations of the policy on spam, scams, and commercial content, which is ridiculous because all I did was fact check information that's already on YouTube. And the people that I was talking about were borderline fraud, scam, spam, commercially deceptive content. So I don't know what happened there. I'm pretty sure that I got massively reported by fans of Short the VIX. I'm sorry, Short the VIX, because I went hard on his ass, super hard on his ass. So the channel got deleted. So like 3 days before my birthday, which was nice. It was awesome. So I took about a month off, and then I restarted the channel. And the thing is, it was not very easy to start a channel and gain any followers in July of 2021 if you're saying that there's not going to be a squeeze, and that the research, quote unquote research, that supports this notion of a massive short squeeze in AMC is bogus, nonsense. It's complete patent nonsense. That's not very popular to say at the height of the meme stock craze. So that was very rough going. However, the second time around, which was December 2021, the second time around was a lot easier because of where the stock was. So I guess in a way it's good, but
Hey, Scotty.
yeah, yes.
Yeah, Marantz is apparently live, and yeah, looks like he talked about me and more about me and some about you. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, he is
Huh.
completely mischaracterized all the points that I've made. He's just basically flat out lying and then talking to his folks.
Well, I mean, it's crazy, man. Like everybody loves an echo chamber. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want an echo chamber. I never wanted that. I don't like. I mean, it's kind of hard when you are, just going off of like objectively true, like evidence. Like you strive to look for the evidence, hard evidence, data, facts. Now, I try to look for the hard data, evidence, and facts. Like if I'm not going to do that, what's the point? I don't want. I mean, and if I give my opinion, I try to make it very clear. Hey, this is my opinion now. I'm going to say what I think, not what necessarily is. But most of the time, it's got to be based on facts. And I think that the people that follow your channel, my channel, channels like ours, which there aren't that many, um, they that's something that they appreciate because, they're frustrated with all this misinformation. Either they lost money or they see what's happening and they don't like it. They don't like the fact that these YouTubers are putting out all this crap, making a lot of money, by the way. Um, so maybe it kind of looks like an echo chamber sometimes, but I don't think it is because I still get called out. I mean, these guys, like the regulars, the moderators there in the chat, they don't hesitate to, you know, call me out or say, hey, whoa, 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 what about, like, and that's the way it should be. So it's not personal. It's just like it's all about the data. So anyway, and Lynn says here, Adam Aaron, the particle, not the wave. And that's why Morantz gets called out. He's not above twisting the narrative to suit him. That's what I mean. It seems like. I don't know. I don't know.
And apparently, yeah, he's the one who banned me.
Oh, he did? Oh,
So he
okay.
himself banned. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but yeah,
yeah,
he's mischaracterizing all the stuff I said. The 5%, the 13D triggering of filings. I said that, hey, that 13D triggers when not just 5% of the stake, but hey, if you have more than 5% of a voting class. So that I was making that distinction, but hey, he
voting class.
mischaracterizes my point and says, oh, 5%
So,
stake.
yeah, so here's something like why though? Like, so this really seems to be about his ego. I'm sorry to have to say this, but it really does seem to be about his ego because at the end of the day, your channel, my channel, Morant's Rants channel spend a good deal of time talking about the misinformation that's out here about AMC stock. Um, that's what we do. It's not like you were saying anything like you were, I mean, really at the end of the day, I mean, what the corrections you made, did it change anything about the outlook that he presented? Did it really, was it material? Like, what was it like? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all trying to do the same thing here. So what's the beef? And then you're gonna say, oh, I had the data. Uh, you have some proprietary data. How the fuck do you have that? I mean, I'm calling bullshit out on that personally. You're not gonna show your source. You're not gonna show your source. You're just gonna say, oh yeah, I have it. You don't. That's the point. That's a fucking dick fucking move. Sorry. Like what is the point of that? It's like nobody here is trying to antagonize anybody. But hey, if you put out something that's not true, you're going to get called out on it. You're going to get called out on it. And this is true. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you have your channel, he will have his. No one called out rants here, but this is how the game is played. I mean, yeah, it's true. But I mean, I call it as I see it. too, you know, and this is why I don't have this is why, this is why I've never really bothered to try to reach out to any of these guys, like the ones that are more popular, that have established, not established titles, established channels. And I found shadow stars, like I saw like one of your first videos, I think last year, or well, in 2021, when you talked about 13F filings and how to read them and stuff. Like I was like, wow, wow, it's amazing. Like somebody else cares enough to do that, talk about that. So, but anyway, yeah, next video. Um, I forget what we had here, but you know, the Moran's thing, you know, I I think it seems to be just about, you don't call me out. I'm the one that calls you out or something like that. That's garbage. It's garbage. Just go talk about GameStop, bro. Like seriously. Like what the fuck? And yet, GameStop is trash. And his little followers, they probably all left since he's live. They went over and, suck his dick, whatever. Whatever. It's fine. But it's just I don't get what the beef is unless it is ego, which is pretty ironic, really. But anyway, okay. Well, now back to our regularly scheduled program. I'm getting a lot of hints here. So, okay. So Al from Boston put out another video 2 hours ago. Breaking: FTX Alameda CEO Caroline Ellison celebrates GME, AMC, Doge suicides for Hanukkah. What? Suicides for Hanukkah? What the fuck? Okay, but before we do that, we'll take a trip take a trip down memory lane, I guess. I guess we can do that.
Oh, snap. Here we go. It's been a while since I've done an actual rant. I'm talking a real rant on somebody that's, needing
Yes!
chewed out because he's been fucking with me. I've been letting this one go for a minute, but it's time to let this motherfucker know what's up.
Put me on my place, bro!
Offended. Don't unsub. Just shut the video off right now. I don't give a shit if you're easily offended. A lot of people are. It's normal, especially listening to me because I cuss a lot. I say a lot of foul shit, so just cut the video off. If you got kids around, cut the video off. Go to a room. Maybe it's just you. Watch the video. Also, I'm sitting next to Bernie. If Bernie were to walk out, we're going to film and say hello to Bernie, my lobster, red lobster. All right, so here's what's up. There's a little fucktard, purple hooter scooter. He's a half a scooter, doing videos, including me in his videos. And the fucking most embarrassing shit ever is the dude gets one view per fucking video. And I'm in almost every one of his videos. He films me off of my YouTube channel.
Like that was a string of fucking lies right there.
Video. I take pride in what I do. And
you have a fucking
work. He then throws it onto his channel and he's getting one view. And what he does is he narrates and just belittles me and cusses me out. Makes
because
fun
you're
of
a
me.
fucking moron. That's why.
And then he goes back and he watches it himself and he gets one view. And no, it's not Ape Father. I know what you're thinking. No, this time it's not Ape Father. But let me just say this real quick about Ape Father, because I did see his video to where he was like, hey, everybody, pat me on the back. I got 4 million views. I'm the #1 AMC videos. And watch each video yourself one time.
All right.
4 million videos. Work fucking smarter. Like, Teddy Zane has 15,000 subscribers and he's only got 2 million views. No fucking videos, dude. Hardly none. Because I work smarter, not harder. Shit's shoving food in your fucking fuck, dude. Do one video a day and get like, if that day were to ever come again, the Ape Father gets those. You're not the number one. Fucking get onto this fucking moron, though. I am still friends with Ape Father, so no hard feelings, bro. I do like you. It's all good. No worries. This douche fuck, this little fucktard, he goes by the name of Scott Allen. Scott fucking Allen.
Scott fucking Allen.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Ooh, those are
What
fighting
this
words.
piece of shit does.
This guy's strong. He's a
Is he
real
takes
man.
videos.
He's a
Yes, he
real
does.
man.
Spins him over into his fucking YouTube channel that has no subscribers. And he belittles me. Don't listen to Teddy Zane because Teddy Zane's taking steroids. Oh, that's creepy.
I never once said that. I just want to clarify that. I don't care. I mean, I would say it. I just never did. I didn't think of it. You know, these guys in the fucking chat. It was you guys, not me. But yeah. If I said it, I was reading a comment. I forget who said it. Probably bad back since he's not here. But anyway, yeah, it's funny though.
Creative as fuck. Did you make that up, you piece of shit? You came
No,
up
I
with
didn't.
that yourself? You
No, I
fat
didn't.
fucktard. Eat your cheeseburgers and make fun of the guy that's in shape. Make fun of him though, because he's on steroids. I can't do what Teddy Zane does because he's on steroids. He is 50 though. Yeah, he's fucking 50 years old. But he's only in shape because he takes steroids. Don't listen to him.
This guy's fucking 50 years old. How embarrassing is that? This guy's 50 years old? Are you serious? And I'm not talking about the way he looks. I am not talking about the way he looks.
To me, Scott Allen, don't buy Redbox. Redbox is a scam because my mommy wouldn't give me $5 to buy Redbox. So I'm not in Redbox. So you should. Hey, Scott Allen.
Oh.
Redbox is up 50%. Did you see this shit?
Well,
No, don't buy Redbox. My mommy's gonna beat me off tonight, and I'm gonna steal $5 out of her purse. Then when I buy a fractional share Redbox, I might even fucking fuck my DVD player watching a movie from Redbox. Then only then can you buy Redbox. Oh my God, holy shit, bro, it's up another 25 fucking %. Is it a scam? Redbox is a fucking scam because I'm Scott Allen and I said it's a fucking. But don't listen to Teddy Zane. He takes steroids. That's his whole fucking. Every video this piece of shit dirtbag puts out is don't listen to me, listen to him. Redbox is a scam, even though I'm up $9,000. Imagine that.
$9,000.
$9,000 on Redbox, Scott fucking Allen. That's scam. How much are you up? Why don't you show your positions like I show my positions?
I'll never do that. I will never show my positions on YouTube. Never. I will never do that. I will never do it. And I don't think anybody here even wants me to. But I will never do that. No, I won't. Because that's not what it's about. Now, if you're a narcissist, and I'm not naming any names, but if you are and you want to brag about how you're supposedly up $9,000, go for it. But I'm not here to influence people in buying or selling anything. I know it's hard for people to understand or believe because that's all that they do. But yeah, you'll never see my positions. Never. Maybe in Telegram chat, I'll put something in there once in a while. But not here. Ain't gonna happen. Will never happen.
I buy in on something, AMC, whether it be fucking Redbox, I show my shit. Show us what the fuck you're doing, dude. Show us anything you've done. Show us.
And also, I mean, yeah, you want to see me trade some fucking index options? I don't think so, really. I mean, I've traded like maybe 3 tickers this year. Oh, I'm sorry, 2022. 3 tickers, maybe 4 or 5. But I mean, it's not that exciting. It's really not that exciting. It's not as exciting as what Teddy does. I can tell you that.
Even how
Not
much
even
money
close.
you might even be putting on some of these fucking plays. Amazing how you belittle a guy that's way the fuck out of your league. But
I know I
because
could
you're
never
on
date
YouTube,
you.
You
I
think
know.
you're some
Never
type
date
of
me.
big dog that can fucking do it.
Not really.
You think that you can just belittle people and you can push them around and you can talk
I
shit
like him
and
when
say
he's
things
mad
that aren't
too.
fucking
He's
true
funny. He's
because
cute
you're
when
on
he's mad.
YouTube. You could talk like a tough guy. You think you are a tough guy.
No,
The
I
tone
don't.
in your voice directed towards me in those videos.
No.
If we were in front of one another,
Was it disrespectful?
you'd have your ass fucking handed to you, and you fucking know it.
I probably do know it. I probably do. I probably do know that. But, you know, you would be in handcuffs so fucking fast. Your ass would be in jail. Which is where you belong. Which is where he belongs. He belongs in jail with the rest of these grifters.
Motherfucker, is you keep me out of your videos.
Ain't gonna happen.
Don't use Teddy Zane anymore to create new subs for your piece of shit fucking channel.
To create new sub. Wow.
Be a real fucking man.
It's been a while.
Build
When did
your
this come
channel
out?
on your own. Have some fucking integrity.
June 15th.
And don't ride the
wow.
coattails belittling people thinking that's how you get ahead in fucking life.
Oh, okay,
All right.
Dad.
Y'all have an awesome night. That's all I got to say. Bernie did not come out of the hole either. Yo, Bernie.
Yeah, so, and then he's got this, like, at the end of his video. Forever. For the next 4 minutes. Wow, that was fun. That was fun. I remember that. Yeah. I was like, wow. I'm finally moving up in the world. Now, what did Model 3 dude say? Don't play that whatever cancer cure. What was that? Just don't play that cancer cure lady. Teresa Perrin, the one with the real shrill voice and red hair and a flower in her ear. That the F3 override key lady. F3 override. Did you know that on Wall Street, all their computers, F3, what F3 does, it creates new shares. That's all you have to do. Hit F3. And if you want 1 million new shares, you hit F3 1 million times, boom, you have them. That's how it works. That's what Teresa said. And I believe her. Because she shows her face on her videos. She's credible. All right. I'm curious about this Al from Boston garbage here. Caroline Ellison celebrates GME, AME, Doge, and suicides for Hanukkah. Hanukkah misspelled. All right. I'm this is a morbid curiosity that probably should not explore. Oh, 4chan or something? Okay.
Boston, let's kick it off. Take a look at this, you guys. This is a 4chan message.
It is 4chan.
Posting from by Caroline Ellison of FTX. All right. Yahweh loves you. That's her screen name and that's her ID number and whatnot.
How do
She
we
wrote
know
this
that?
on July the 19th.
How do we know that that's her screen name? Another trust me, bro.
2021. Okay. July 19th at 4:20:51. All right. Let's take a look. July 20.
And it's 4chan.
July. Let's see.
It's fucking 4chan.
July 19th. That is right about there. $36. Right. We have the run up and we have the massive crash. And there it is, right there. Okay, what's going on? $37. What's this all about, Al? You're probably asking. Let me show you exactly what's going on. Planning out how I'm going to celebrate the 8 days of Hanukkah this year. So far, I've got Doge suicides, GME suicides, and SHIB suicides. What other bag holder suicides are going to celebrate later this year? I decided AMC isn't worth a day. I'll celebrate their suicides as part of GME. Let me start off by saying This proves our thesis. They were using AMC and GME.
Proves your thesis. So Al from Boston is now using 4chan posts that he attributes to Caroline Ellison. And even if it is, he says that this proves their thesis, proves their I mean, and I would interpret this to be like either financial suicide, which is absolutely true in this, or like Wojak suicide. You know, when Wojak offs himself in some of the Wojak videos, like tongue in cheek. But no, it doesn't prove anything. It proves that Al is still a goddamn grifter.
And those. Let me start off by saying this proves our thesis. They were using AMC and GME and those tokenized shares to destroy value of shareholders. That's why she wrote this tweet, because when you short that stock all the way down using tokenized tokens, the stock doesn't go back up, blah blah blah, and you start to, you know what I mean? That's why.
No, we don't know what you mean, because there is no way to short an equity with a cryptocurrency token. That's nonsensical. That's 100% nonsensical. It doesn't work like that. There, by the way, there was no AMC tokenized stock anyway. I kind of do wish I had a camera right now, because the look on my face is one of absolute disgust. I mean, this is fucking gutter trash. Holy
She
fuck.
wrote that, right? Because she had puts on it. That being said,
well, Al, okay, what do you say? Listen to this.
Blah, 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 and you start to, you know what I mean? That's why she wrote that, right? Because she had puts on it.
She had puts on it. Okay, I can tell you right now that's probably a lie. It's probably not true. Why? Because apparently she sucked at trading, like really bad. She sucked at trading. If she had puts on AMC, she would have made a lot of money. So let's use some ape logic here. No, probably not. Ridiculous. God damn it.
That being said, I don't even know. I mean, I'm just disgusted by this.
Yeah,
I'm sure people
me
have
too.
committed suicide because of GME. I'm sure people have committed suicide because of AMC. In fact, I know of.
Why is that? Why is that? Whose fault? Who's responsible for that? Who played a part in that? And I can tell you right now, it wasn't Caroline Ellison. It was not Caroline Ellison. And maybe he's right. Maybe people did, and that's terrible. You know, it's tragic, really. But what's more tragic, I mean, really, the real tragedy is that these grifters are continuing to do this. They're continuing to put out this information that's false, and it's leading people to slaughter, either literally or figuratively. I mean, it's like the irony here is ridiculous. And he can't even conceive of the fact that it's the misinformation and the false hope and the false expectations that these guys have set up over the last 2 years that would have played a part in bringing that about. That is absolutely unforgivable in my book. It's unforgivable. Unforgivable. And why do you think that it's so important for the truth to be out? Objective truth that you can back up with facts, not a 4chan post and saying, "Oh, look, this proves our theory. This proves our theory." What happens when it becomes clear that it didn't prove your theory? Then you're on the hook. You're on the hook. It's just it's absolutely, yeah, he is too much. He is too much. This guy, I mean, seriously, at this point, I don't even know. I don't even know what to do because this is ridiculous. I mean, this is mm, like there needs to be an injunction. This needs to stop. This needs to fucking stop. This is this is absolutely inappropriate. And I mean, I can report the video. I've reported a lot of his videos. Doesn't do shit. Hmm. Wow.
Uh, Freaking Lou even talked about some guys doing it. Messaged him. Everybody knows about it. And Caroline thinks it's funny. She thinks it's funny asking God for on Hanukkah to, you know.
Oh, wait a minute. I just noticed something here. I just noticed something here. Let me go. I'm just gonna go back. I'm just remember I'm at 207. Let me go back here.
Take a look. July 20. All right, July. Let's see. July 19th. That is right about there. $36. Right. We have the run up.
I mean, but that's split.
And we have
That's split adjusted. It wasn't 30 whatever dollars. It was in the 50s, I believe. So yeah, I don't think that in that context, really there were suicides at that point. I mean, the sentiment then was so bullish. It was so bullish. I mean, obviously this is, I would not take this seriously personally. Sub has the boss. You're welcome, and you have a good night as well. Hopefully you subscribed and gave the stream a like. If not, I understand, but we'd appreciate it. Take care.
To, for suicides, celebrating suicides. Caroline Ellison celebrates suicide of shareholders. And what's so depraved is this. She's using Yahweh, right? The Old Testament name, the personal name of God from the Bible. I cannot begin to describe the level of blasphemy and disgust that is, this is vile. This is disgusting. This is greed at its finest. She needs to be fucking put under the jail and never come back. This is disgusting, man. This is disgusting.
Yeah, right there with you, Al.
I'll celebrate their suicides as part of GME. What do you say to that? How do you respond to something like that? Caroline Ellison celebrates suicides. Absolutely disgusting. Vile at there's no words to describe this. Honestly, guys, this is insane. I'm gonna celebrate the 8 days of Hanukkah, a religious holiday, using the name of God, and then laughing about suicides. Do you understand how fucked up these people are? Forgive my language. They're disgusting people, messed up people that are completely depraved of any goodness. People have committed suicide because of this. Tons of people have. And ladies and gentlemen,
tons of people. Not in 2021.
And just vileness these people are. This is what money does to you. I'm almost grateful. Like, there's a part of me that's like, thank God I'm not one of these people. I know it's a horrible thing to say, but it's just, can you imagine being that depraved?
This is it's a good question, Manny. Like, how do, that's what I was about to just look up.
Now, because when you invoke his name, you're going to see wrath, and God's going to get his. God's going to get his, and you about to get yours, bitch.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Like, well, the thing is, like, there's no. He doesn't.
The 8 days.
It's basically this is the same MO as always with these guys with Al. We saw the same damn thing with the Adam Aaron whatever video from earlier. there's no evidence of anything. Like it's just speculation out the wazoo. Let's see here. I'm doing this in another tab here. I don't know if I could find this. I mean, I bet you could though, Manuel. Bet you could. Let's see. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, this is I mean, I just found this. I just Googled the name here. I'll just bring the Google one in. I Googled Yahweh loves you 4chan. And then there's some other I'm sure these are posts probably here from them, but uh this is I don't know what site this is, but it's an article appears to be. The Queen of Biz did Alameda Research LARP as crypto traders on 4chan. Since the catastrophic $8 billion collapse of FTX and its sister company Alameda, top execs have been accused of fraud and barely left the spotlight. I decided to investigate a theory held by some people on Biz, 4chan's crypto finance board, that a group of connected users who had a reputation for trying to manipulate crypto prices were actually from Alameda Research, and that one user might have been former CEO Caroline Ellison. I went down a rabbit hole. I read thousands of posts and my eyes went square. Spoiler, I think the findings could implicate all of Alameda's execs. Okay. Um, I mean, I'm not going to read through all this. 9 minutes later, the user Yahweh loves you commented how she repulsive. Yeah, here's the, if anybody wants to look at this, here's the link to, here's the link. Here's a link to it. Writing style. Why might she choose Yahweh? Because her dad was Jewish. Parallels between I don't know. I mean, here it is. Here's that. Oh, my cat just played a song on the piano. That was a beautiful song. Irony, as mentioned earlier. Okay, here we go. As mentioned earlier, Caroline said she enjoyed contrarianism and being an edgelord. Her public posts sometimes have a not sure if serious vibe, e.g., hashtags ironically commenting on our posts. She can have a joking tone in interviews, e.g., I'm trying to think of a trade where I've lost a ton of money. Probably don't want to get into specifics. Yeah, I remember that. She was sitting on a couch with two dudes, one dude on each side of her, and they were passing the microphone around. And actually just saw that clip the other day. Um, it's often hard to tell when they're being serious and how much she cares about offending people. Um, you see them joking about spastics and celebrating and eagerly waiting for the suicides of crypto and stock bag holders. Here's that post class, and that's all it says. But of course, yeah, of course, it's like, yeah, it's probably a joke. It's probably a joke. I mean, nothing is really off limits when it comes to humor. I mean, is it funny to some people? Maybe it's funny to some people. Maybe it's not funny to other people. It's like, you know, Al wants to be like, like Mr. Offended when somebody else says something that he thinks is questionable or inappropriate. But I mean, he says shit all the time. He comments on the way people look. He calls people gay. Called me a cum guzzler in live stream one time, and I went in there and called him a grifter. Go fuck your mother, you cum guzzler. You cum guzzler. Really tried to Boston it up. Go back to fucking Karachi, you piece of shit. But I mean, it doesn't really like even in here, it doesn't even say like it doesn't imply that it was serious. And again, this was from July 2021. Like the price was in the 50s, and or actually I can actually get the exact because I have uh TD Thinkorswim here, which I think shows the price not in the split adjusted thing. I think. I forget actually. I know one of these brokers doesn't. Oh, good. Sweet. Here. Got it. Oops. Oh, bring this over here. So thank you, TD Ameritrade, for keeping the original prices, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, why is it so hard? Just gap it down right there, Seriously. Like, um, so it was what day was it? It was July 19th, 2021. July 19th. Right here. The price was 30. Well, it was 30 something. Okay, I stand corrected. July was when it really started going down a lot. So, end of second quarter, essentially. Third quarter hit, and boom, the hedge funds came out to play. But anyway, Al's in hiding. Avi is in hiding. He knows he is screwed. Avi. Oh, good old Avi. I mean, you can't. Here's a rule of thumb that works pretty well. Um, it has for me. Don't take anything on 4chan seriously. Better yet, and this also has worked for me really well. Don't ever go to 4chan. There's really no reason to. So anyway, I think it could be her. Excuse me. I think it could be her, but I mean, even if it is, like, it's anonymous, so I don't know. I'm gonna like that video. I'm gonna like the Teddy Zane video. That's pretty funny. That was great. That was great. Um, wow. Oh, did you find the same one I found? Looks like it over in Telegram. Uh, yeah, best thing to do to avoid a fine. Sure, lay low. So Boss Blunts did a 4-hour space call. Ask me anything, conversion, reverse split, dilution, etc. I mean, imagine that. That's a big old fucking grift fest right there. LARP fest. The monster of Wall Street. Look at this. TMI is now talking about Bernie Madoff. I mean, come on. What are these These clowns, I mean, seriously, so ridiculous. Oh, I can take this off here since he's no longer in the voice chat. Dave Lauer, they turned off the buy button again. I know I heard about this. It was for something. It was on TD Ameritrade for forget. Anyway, what do I think about Boss Blunt? You really want to know? Here, I'll show you. I'll show you what I think about Boss Blunts. Where is it? Here it is, right here. It's called AMC Stock: A Failure to Research Boss Blunts and the Evergrande Narrative. So let me watch my own video so I get one view on it.
Sometimes I get shit for fact checking the lightweight YouTubers such as Trey Collins or Matt Kohrs, Benji, or Rico. So it was suggested that I fact check some of the heavyweight AMC YouTubers like
heavyweight, like quote unquote heavy.
That turned out to be a complete joke. But what about Boss Blunts? With a name like Boss Blunts, you know he's smoking the good shit. So let's look at this video. Evergrande officially.
Look at that ratio too. 19 up, 23 down.
Don't even need to play it because there's really nothing much in this video except a smiling, laughing Boss Blunts here in the corner, smoking his good shit, and one article that he views on Twitter, just reads the first 3 sentences, and he's tweeted it out, and he's saying Evergrande's trading suspended, Moass imminent, blah, 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 expect a dip, and he's all happy and proud. Just to be sure, we'll scan through here, but he doesn't actually do any research into this. So here he's looking at the stock. Now we're in his Discord, and he's promoting it more. By the way, this is from about 3 hours ago. Looking at the stock again, sees that it's declining. More Asian markets news. Got a Boss Blunt in action there, and he's back on the same article. And as you can see, I mean, check it out for yourself. This is all you got. He's claiming that the stock has been pulled from the market. Pulled from Hong Kong stock market. So, of course, we went and looked that up. Evergrande shares halted, put it in order by date. New York Times article. China Evergrande halts its shares in Hong Kong. World's most indebted property developer provided no details on the suspension, but it suggested an announcement containing inside information would come soon. Yada, yada, yada. Evergrande said in a filing that shares were halted pending announcement containing inside information without giving more details. Now, here's a link to the actual press release from Evergrande. Here we go. At the request of the company, trading in the shares of the company was halted at 9 a.m. on January 3rd, 2022, pending the release by the company of an announcement containing inside information. So while Boss Blunts is over here smiling and laughing and enjoying a Boss Blunt, he believes that Evergrande was pulled from the market. In other words, delisted. When in reality, and you can look at all these resources, links are in the description. In reality, the company requested that the shares be halted pending the release of information. So the company themselves, Evergrande, requested trading be halted. And this is something the company can do per rules of the stock exchange, provided that they follow the proper channels, submit proper paperwork, etc. So this is a press release to that end. So Boss Blunts believes that this was something that was done to Evergrande because of their impending collapse or whatever he thinks. However, this is something that Evergrande elected to do because of information they're going to be releasing about the company. So there's no evidence that the stock has been delisted. And in fact,
so yeah, that's pretty much what I think about Boss Blunts. That was 1 year ago, a little bit over 1 year ago. Says it all. He does not know how to do due diligence whatsoever. He's a clown. He's a grifter. And how did that Moass work out for you, boss? Oh, yeah, by the way, he actually Yeah, he releases.
So it was suggested.
I mean, I would say that most of the information that he releases is incorrect. Most of it, if not all of it. He did. I mean, look at these comments too. Way to go, Scott. You're killing it. Hence your huge following of shills. Shaking my head. I just lost 1 minute of my life watching you. Like, okay, you lost 1 minute of your life actually learning something and learning how to actually do some research. You lost 1 minute of your life learning about something that you thought was this, but it's actually that, or you don't believe me. I don't know. Like what the hell? This is what I and this is when I actually used to reply to comments. I'm doing what I can to help people learn more about finance. You're hurtling insults from an account named Dill. I'm happy with my choice, and I'm look forward to you're not wasting any more time watching or commenting on the videos, right? And then here, so he actually commented on the video. Look, Butcher of Wall Street, this is Boss Blunts. You have no idea what due diligence means, apparently. Thanks for the views. What? You have no idea what due diligence means? What are you talking about? I just showed you how to do due diligence. I just corrected you. I gave you all the resources. I gave you all the links. They're all right here. Everything I looked at. You can go look at it yourself. He's a fucking clown. He's an asshole. He's a fucking prick. And he thinks that I have no idea what due diligence means? What the fuck? It's ridiculous. So this is obviously a shill account. No. Did it ever get delisted? No, I don't still don't believe it got delisted. 4 minutes and 42 seconds of my life I will never get back. 55 subscribers. Boy, you mate to the game. Yeah, 55 because I just restarted my channel because these apes reported me, got me kicked off YouTube. But I mean, that's the irony. Like, I got kicked off YouTube. This is what I do. This is all that I do is look at what people are saying and then look at the actual information and highlight whether it's right or wrong. And spoiler alert, it's always wrong. But Boss Blunts and these clowns can literally put out false information all day, every day. And look at these fucking losers. Boss would destroy you, brother. You might have bit off more than you could chew this time, old boy. You and your 64 subscribers. The fuck? Like, yeah. How's all that generational wealth treating you, D Helms 4382? This is a shill account. Still not looking good for Evergrande, though it is mate. And here I am commenting after sitting through 4 minutes of your bullshit narrative. Finding views by hating on others. Like, these people are fucking ridiculous. And it's the Boss Blunts crowd. They're especially bad. Boss Blunts. Shit, I don't even know anymore because it's all everything's different. From a year ago, but I mean, if you have questions, Keith, feel free to ask them. But this is what did you ask about? Boss Blunts? No. Who asked about Boss Blunts? Oh, A did. Yeah. I mean, and this is like all the other ones. I did, or maybe it was a live stream on, let's see, that was that one. That might have been the only one that was specifically on him. I know I talked about in live streams, um, the thing was the executive order. The executive order. And yeah, I mean, I know he's fake. You know he's fake. But I mean, how many subscribers does he have? How many people actually listen to him? Like, that's the thing. Like, let's see. Where was it? Twenty-four thousand subscribers. Dr. Marco Metzler. He loves Dr. Marco Metzler. Guy's a quack. If he's even real. Live at AMC watching Avatar 2. Like, great. Good. Awesome. Good for you. Like, that's going to make any difference. Does anyone believe he invested 100K in AMC? I certainly don't. I certainly don't. Proof AMC GME squeeze was due to margin calls in January and June 2021. VIX manipulation by the plunge protection team. That's from 10 months ago. I mean, and this guy has a nerve to sit there and use the term proof. 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 Right. Okay. Proof. He wouldn't know proof if it hit him in the face. Who said this? I don't know. Boss, I think he said that he invested $100,000. Oh, I wanted to look at this gamma squeeze. A damn gamma squeeze. Where is it? Creative investor. AMC is ready for a massive rally. Gamma squeeze next week. You know, I mean, there's no point in even watching that video. We could just look at the goddamn option chain ourselves and see if there's going to be a gamma squeeze. I mean, see if there's any basis for that whatsoever. So we would be looking at, let's see, he said next week. Okay, so January 20th. So that's the monthly expiration. Here it is. Oh yeah. Boy, boy. Wow. Okay, so calls are on the left, puts are on the right. I'm looking at the open interest, and I'm seeing, and I'm just doing a quick look. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikes with five-digit open interest numbers. 7 strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and crucially, they are all out of the money. They're all out of the money. Over in the puts, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We also have 7 strikes with five-digit open interest. But crucially, 6 of the 7 are in the money. 6 of the 7 are in the money. So, I mean, and like pretty close to the money. I mean, yeah, not like crazy out of the money like over here on the calls, like the 26 strike. Got 19,000 open. The 15 strike. I mean, the stock is less than $4. Those 15 calls, those 15 strike calls won't do shit. It's meaningless. They're so far out of the money. It's literally a 2 delta of 2. It's worthless. It's meaningless. I mean, they already are worthless. Look, 0 bid. Those aren't not gamma squeeze relevant at all. God, and look at all these calls that are fucking worthless. Anything from $10 up is already worthless for next week. There's only 3 strikes of the puts that are worthless. $2, $1.50, and $1. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, he is a grifter on AMC. Or I'm sorry, on GME. I'm comparing open interest. Yes, I am comparing open interest. And I'm not accepting anybody in voice chat anymore tonight because I'm getting ready to close this down. So you missed that boat. But yeah, there's no gamma squeeze happening for AMC. There's just no gamma squeeze. I don't know how else to say it. There's no gamma squeeze. So don't even need to watch these videos, most of them. Just look at what they say and look at the reality and nope. Sorry. Sorry about your luck. Never closed. Well, I know what he's talking about. He's got to be talking about Melvin Capital. Yep. Melvin Capital. No gamma ever. You saw the option chain. You saw the option chain. Like that's oh, yeah, and by the way too. Uh I thought this was interesting too. Put to call ratio 1.009. Slightly more puts on AMC volume today. That's interesting. I mean, it's interesting to me. Melvin didn't short AMC. Yeah, tell that to lottery stocks because he's the one saying it. But I mean, Thomas James. We watched a video from Thomas James earlier. He said the same thing. He said they never closed their positions. They transferred it to da 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 da. No evidence Citadel shorted AMC. 100%. There is none. We don't know. Everybody assumes that they did, but you know what? Everybody assumes that the Citadel Securities shorted AMC, which is fucking brain dead. Market makers are not establishing positions. They're literally non-directional. They don't want to have a position either way. So they like they're going to have a net zero directionality. But, you know, all these clowns, they say, "Oh, market makers, hedge funds are all shorting AMC." No, it's not how it works. Like learn about the basics. So, Citadel Securities not going to have short positions other than to remain neutral. Citadel Hedge Fund, we don't know. We there's no evidence. We don't know. They don't have to report the short position, so we don't know. But, you know, Ken Griffin's the devil though, of course. What's the basis for that anyway? I don't even understand the basis for that. Share buyout at $62 per share? What the fuck? No. Why? How? Here it is. Hidden shorts finally found. Hidden shorts finally found. Melvin Capital. Yeah, all their AMC shorts, right? How about the idea that shorts don't pay taxes if the company goes bankrupt? They say that, don't they? They like to say that. Um, I mean, they don't have to. They don't have to. They don't have to go. They don't have to. What am I trying to say here? They don't have to buy back the shares and make 100% profit. But I don't know about the tax implications. It wouldn't seem to make sense, but I'm trying to find something here on it, but well, that's true. If they, I think if they go into bankruptcy, they might have to wait until after the bankruptcy proceedings are finalized and all that in order to do anything. I've read that before too. Let's see. I mean, as far as I know, um, short sales go off of the same rules of long-term and short-term capital gain taxes. Beyond that, I don't know. Um, I can't find anything specifically on that. Three months ago, Boss Blunts.
A dark age indeed.
God damn, what the fuck is he doing?
Retail pensions and IRAs, ISAs, and TSPs. You name it. Thrift saving plans. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. It's not coming from big banks. Let's put it that way.
Here's the thing about this guy, too. Here's the thing about this guy. Oh, his shop's unavailable. Really? Would he take it down? Do you realize how retarded it was to sell things that say we're going to be so fucking rich? Well, he doesn't have it on there anymore. Really, he got rid of his store? Also, excuse me. Also, he was on that space call with Matt Coles and basically just ended up leaving. He just left. He rage quit because he was being ridiculous. He was wrong about stuff, and he didn't like being called out on it. So he's got something in common with Morantz, I guess. Lied that YouTubers made up to give hopium to bag holders when the stock price was down. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, the problem is and this is not the same issue, but it is a similar issue. If the stock gets delisted but not bankrupt, if it just gets delisted, then short sellers have a problem because they can't buy back the shares because it's not listed, it's not trading on the exchange anymore. Um, and if it moves to like pink sheets or OTC, now now it's a different ticker, so that creates a lot of problems from what I've read. So, I mean, I know it's not the same thing. So it's not basically, and I did a video about, or I either did a video or probably a live stream, 'cause that's all I do anymore. But that looked at this exact thing, um, because I started thinking about this narrative that the apes say, like, which is a false narrative that short sellers are trying to bankrupt companies, and it's like, well, yeah, but it doesn't really work like that. I mean, not saying it never has, but in general, that's not how it works. Like, it's just not how it works. Shorting a company into the ground, shorting a company into bankruptcy. I got so sick of hearing that phrase. And what I did find was information like that says basically, you would think that short sellers' goal would be to drive a company into bankruptcy. Like that would be great. You'd make 100% profit theoretically. But really, it's not necessarily what short sellers want because if the stock gets delisted, you know, then it creates a bunch of problems because you can't buy back the shares, but you have a legal contractual obligation to buy them back. Also, um, uh, shit. Also, if it goes into bankruptcy, then it's tied up for a long time, and you have to basically just wait. So it's total false narrative. The whole bankrupt shorting companies in bankruptcy, naked shorting to bankruptcy. Like I wish that they had naked shorted fucking Overstock into bankruptcy because maybe then we wouldn't hear about it. I don't know. Like I'm so sick of hearing about Overstock and Patrick Byrne. I could just scream. And that's another fucking owl grift right there. Bringing up Patrick Byrne, the genius who basically cut and run. I don't know. Adam Aaron just doubled down on Ape and AMC. Oh, did he? What does that mean? Double down. What does that mean in this setting? Makes no sense.
He will go.
Sears.
This is a prediction, Clark. I think he will go down before he retires as the guy who saved AMC. I don't know if that will deliver you in that same time frame the result that each and every one of you want, because dilution to raise money to save the company is not going to be great for retail investors in the short term. But I think that he wants to go down as the guy that saved this company and made it a long-lasting institution and the #1 movie theater company worldwide. I think that will happen. I could be wrong. That's just where I'm at right now. And until I see something
100%. 100%.
I see a man fighting.
Shorts have limited upside and unlimited downside. So it's not like YOLO, hold a short position and ride it all the way up or down, however you want to think about it. Ride the stock down, ride your short position value all the way up. No, it's very much that's why that's why you see what you see. That's why you see the cyclical, you know, short covering, um, new short positions, and there's so many participants that are shorting everything, not just AMC, but anything that's shorted. It's not just one person. It's not just one entity. It's hundreds, thousands of. So it's not everybody is gonna, yeah, you're gonna get covering, and then you're gonna have people take new positions out. It's not necessarily the same people shorting and covering all the time. So it's yeah, it's just like there's so little understanding of this. It's really interesting. I mean, it's no, it's dumb. and I said this last year. Well, I always say last year, but I mean, I said this in 2021, August, I think, of 2021. Like, look, shorts have been, because that's what was one of the big points, narrative points. Shorts haven't covered. Shorts haven't covered. Shorts haven't covered. Yeah, really, shorts haven't covered. All right, but they have been though, the whole time. It's not just one. It's not one person shorting it. It's not one entity shorting it. It's a bunch of different entities and individuals short selling different stocks. So, you know, you're going to have some short covering once, like Manny said, once the price reaches the target. It's very much targets. It's not like open ended like it is for retail investors. A lot of retail investors, like institutions, have risk management, except for FTX. But real institutions have risk management, and they're not going to let something get out of hand, especially if it already got out of hand once, which is why this shit is ridiculous to think that there's going to be an infinite squeeze, or it's going to go to 100,000. I mean, there's literally no way that's possible at this point. And the value of the short position, I can look on Reddit real quick. Then I got to get off here. I got to get some sleep. But let me see here. You J Drukas, the ortex shill. Ortex shill. Yeah, okay, here it is. Short interest is estimated at 21%. Over here, it's estimated at 21.5%. Over here, it's estimated at 21.6%. So I don't know. Ortex is, but the value of the short interest is currently 427 million. 427 million. Because the price is so fucking low. Oh, but that short score is 91.33, whatever that means. On Ape, short interest continues to decline. But, as usual, this guy's lying about it. Short interest, shares on loan, and days to cover still rising with AMC and Ape. Right, right. All right.
That's an albatross around the neck. As soon as the lease lets you close it.
I'm going to let this play out, and I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to let it play out for a few minutes because I want to listen to it. But I'm going to sign off on the microphone. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Thanks for your support. Also with the influx. Oh, there's a cigar right there. He's got the cigar. There it is. He's got it in his hand. He's got it in his right hand. How about that? Thanks, Manny. Appreciate it. You guys make it what it is. Yeah, especially with all those all those GameStop shills coming in here and whatnot. So I think we held our own. I have no problems with it. Anyway, I'm gonna let this play out, put the sound back on, and I'll catch you guys later this week.
About taking it with that money and paying it off.
Don't get your feelings hurt, guys. If he shuts a non-performing theater in your area, he's making a smart business move. That's not Adam Aaron. It's actually him doing the opposite.
Exactly.
And if it has the word classic behind it, it's probably on the cut list.
Yep.
AMC
That's exactly
classic.
what I was going to say.
AMC classic, those are on the cut list. I guarantee it.
Yep. Julie, how you doing tonight? Julie says, I agree with you. I want to believe Adam is in with the hedge funds, but C. Clark has some pretty damning evidence he's digging into. LOL. Look, as far as being in with the hedge funds, look, if we find that out, they will be held to pay. I mean, if that somehow comes up that that's going on, I'll lead the revolution.
Me too. I said that
I
on
will.
I said that on my Discord the other day, you know, and until I have hard evidence, and hard evidence for me, guys, is not somebody on Twitter or YouTube making claims. Allegations are not evidence. And I've looked at all of the stuff that people post, but none of it has met my test yet. I don't trust anybody. I'm not in bed with Adam Aaron. He's not paying me. The second
I wish he was paying us.
Right. The second that anything were ever met my what's the legal term, Masslorian? If it met the burden of proof that he was doing something illegal, I'd be all fucking over it. But I'm not.
And I would sell everything.
Yeah, but I'm not there yet. And I see the things that people are upset about, but this is mostly, in my opinion, people that bought too much. They over leveraged at high prices. They listened to Trey and Matt and had unreasonable price targets. And their dream just got crushed as they slowly start to realize what you and I have been saying for a year and a half, that you shouldn't be focusing on catalyst of the week or clickbaiters are talking 500,000 price targets. Have a grounded reality view on this play. You sleep a lot better at night. And you don't wake up and turn on the CEO overnight and fall prey to all the people that are feeding these guys stuff. Here's this little snippet. Why don't you push it out and tell them you've got an allegation, but you haven't looked into it. You just want to put some ominous music and make it sound really bad. That's what people are doing right now. I mean, I'm not even joking. No one's backing anything up with really anything. They're just putting out allegations, doomsday music, and they're people that are in a certain emotional state are being taken advantage of, and they're all being fed by a couple people. I can guarantee it.
Yeah.
They're being fed this information, and then they run to YouTube or Twitter and make a video on it. And it's not their original idea. They don't even know what they're talking about. They haven't looked into it. They're just putting out emotional, negative information. And I feel bad for them. I do. But just like they were susceptible to the clickbait on this side, now they're getting drawn into the negative clickbait, and it's just it's unfortunate. But they should take a harder look at their ability to really dig in and do their own due diligence.
Chris, I'd rather see sold more ape.
I'd rather see them do a video saying, I got this lead on a deal in a Caribbean island. And I've spent 3 days looking into all 5,000 pages and 4 years of it. And I want to share with you my findings. They don't do that. They just post a couple of screenshots of a lawsuit and say, you guys should look into this. Adam Aaron's against you. That's bullshit, guys. That's not due diligence. You're contributing negative emotion to a play without having understood what you're talking about.
DC says Al from Boston is really mad at AA. AA should be really mad at Al from Boston. Al from Boston came out saying he was a Harvard professor giving $1 million price target and that there were 5 billion synthetics on the market. Al from Boston owns the AA apology, not the other way around.
Al from Boston is looking for cover to cover all the bullshit clickbait that he's put out over the last year and a half.
From day one.
Instead of blaming himself for all the nonsense and bullshit that he put out, now he's trying to divert and blame the CEO. The only person he has to blame is himself because he's put out nothing but bullshit.
Who's Scott Allen, T?
He's a anti-AMC channel. What's up, Scotty?
Andrew says Scott Allen showing this live on his channel. Is that a copyright violation? I don't know. Is that a copyright violation for him to run
I don't
this?
know. We'll find out if you hit the button after we're done.
Okay. We'll find out. Yeah, Al is a friggin' clown is right. If I get comments about Al anymore, I just ignore them. I mean, the guy still has a problem with putting his face on camera. I don't understand that. or answering a comment. And now Big Lou's doing the same thing. No comments, no face. It might be in person. I don't know. They might be. Who knows at this point? But another guy, though, that came around talking about brackets. And, that got a lot of people pumped up back in the day. That's why we had to keep putting him in his place, because that got a lot of people amped up, saying that there's how many synthetics are out there, and his price targets of 800 to 1,000, and next week it was 1,200 to 1,400. All of that comes into play when you look at where we are right now and the disappointment that seems to have found its way into the community.
Yeah, and almost everybody that's making anti-AMC videos right now are the people that listened to Lou,
to those
and
people.
Trey and Matt.
Right. And all gone.
Right? That was your first mistake, listening to those people. And Al, I should add him into that.
Yeah, he's the only one still kicking around. I don't know how. I don't know how.
Not for long. He'll disappear himself soon. He'll puff smoke. What is he? Oh, pop smoke.
Yeah.
He's gonna pop smoke.
Pop smoke and vaporize. Man, those two comments took on a life of their own the last year. You will never be me. You can't be me. Remember those? All those? Well, Lou, we got 2 channels down, 1 to go. Man, that was just to see the high and mighty fall. Shit. That was a rough fall for Lou. He was right about Ape, but nothing else, right? What else was he right about? Nothing. There's no effing brackets. He didn't prove anything about anything. Mike Ginsler, Robot Godzilla, all that bullshit March 3rd, none of it fucking came to fruition except for Ape. That was the only thing that he was right about. And that was probably a fucking guess at best. Because notice, as soon as that happened, his channel disappeared. So, Al from Boston says, Coast, Wolfpack shit discouraged me from the community. Well, I'm glad you're back, Coast. Glad you're back.
Yeah, we did miscall Ape.
Yeah, 100%.
I will own that.
We have to.
I completely didn't see the amount of people. I didn't foresee the amount of big YouTubers, much bigger than me. I'm a nobody in the AMC community compared to like Meet Kevin or Matt, the reach that they have, Roensch Capital, to totally miss the point. They missed the whole point that Ape dilution is AMC dilution. They just sidestepped that. They're not accountants, right? But dilution on Ape is dilution on AMC. It's all on the same financials, diluted earnings per share formula, yada, yada, yada. We've gone over this 100 times on my channel, but they didn't talk about that. What they did get right is that with Ape being a dilution instrument, it was going to be attacked. I didn't foresee this many big people coming out against it and scaring people out of it. Oh, Lou also. Lou, Matt, Roensch, Meet Kevin. They rug pulled everybody's confidence, and then the shorts just capitalized on top of it. And I think big institutions said, hey, we don't need to hold Ape because our ETFs are only, we're only, the Russell 1000 only needs to hold AMC. So dump Ape. I missed a couple things. I missed foreseeing that, but I made up for it by buying more Ape the cheaper it got. And so I think I'll be okay as we go into the vote. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't get everything right. I make mistakes too. Masslorian's taking a bio break real quick, so I'll answer some more of your questions. Red Star says, I need Ape at $8. That would be nice. I'm not forecasting it to go that high. I hear people saying it's going to go up to $10. I'm expecting, if I give you my prediction, that AMC will come down a little bit more and Ape will go up a little bit more before the vote. That's my statistically, what's statistically most likely to happen. they'll meet somewhere close to the middle, not exactly, but you never know. It's just not that much short interest on Ape to make a big jump in it to happen. And I don't talk about synthetics. I just talk about the short interest I can see. They're shorting the fuck out of it. They were, but it was all day trading, in and out, same day. Drive it down, get out. Drive it down, get out. The carrying short interest on Ape is not that interesting to me to say it's going to squeeze massively. Gus says they were all paid off. I don't know that anybody was paid off, Gus. I've talked to some people. I've never heard anyone say they got offered anything or paid anything. I think some of them were young and naive at the time, and they got a little bit caught up with themselves and caught up in the moment and caught up in the movement. And that was an error in judgment. And they're probably not talking about it now because some of them were talking about it when they weren't holding the stock. I'm not worried about that. I have a position in the red. SEC can come ask for my records any day of the week. I will keep talking about it as long as I'm holding it. And if I ever sell my position, I will tell you guys. But I think some of these guys went away because they're not holding the stock. DevStat says, I'm 100% sure some of these YouTubers got a tap on the shoulder by entities that can make their life uncomfortable in a 6x block. 6x6. Yes. I would not be surprised if some of them got called in for an interview, DevStat. DevStat says, I'm 100% sure some of these YouTubers got a tap on the shoulder by we got an echo from you, Massalorium.
Yeah. Why?
6x6, yes. I would not be surprised if some of them got called in for an interview. Do you have YouTube unmuted? Your YouTube?
No.
Tab?
Hold on.
Echo from you, Massalorium.
Oh, I know why. I was trying to listen to you in the background while I was gone to make sure I caught what you were talking about.
Philip says, do they add the price of AMC and Ape together and multiply by 10? If all the votes pass, Philip, that is my best guess. Yes, the price of AMC and Ape will be added together. Just like when they split the price of AMC, a chunk of it got moved over here to Ape. I think that when the reverse happens, it'll just go back. Why is your live stream on Scott's channel? I guess, he likes making fun of people. KYP. He likes making fun of people and he has trouble coming up with original content. So all he can do, what's up, Scotty? Love you, brother. All he can do is pick up other channels and talk about them. He'll talk about a 5-minute video for an hour. Gotta love the dude. Clark says, Tony was saying that there's an argument to be made on both sides for the reverse split and against the reverse split. Yeah, I have not made up my mind, Clark. You guys know, if you've been listening to me for a long time, I talk you out of getting into reverse split plays. Most of them are penny stock plays, but I talk you out of getting into them every single week when you ask me about them. And shout out to the Mullen people. You got a reverse split on the table. Don't say I didn't warn you if the reverse split happens and it craters after that. It's a penny stock, and the 95% of them will tank after a reverse split, especially because they have dilution on the table also, and it's a penny stock. I know I hate to say that, but on these penny stock retail plays, I've been right far more times than I've been wrong. I'll buy Mullen at 15 cents or 15 cents equivalent after the reverse split. That's when I'll consider it, but I'm not jumping in right now.
Proud man, have a good night. Catch some Z's. Chris says, I got into AMC for a short squeeze. Touche, Chris. Why didn't all of us sell at 70? Because we all believed it was going to be the Moass. Yeah. I mean, we all held through that shit.
There was a lot of retail momentum, but going back and a lot of retail interest, sorry. But going back and looking at the chart, it's the same chart as every other retail momentum play. This one just got extended out a lot further. And that, to be honest, you know, that was my first real experience in getting to know retail and their sentiment and all the stuff that is fed to people. Now I've become somewhat of an expert in it. And so I've been able to call a lot more plays over the last 18 months a lot more accurately. But every single play, guys, everyone thinks it's the next AMC and GameStop. They always put up $1,000 price targets. They always never read the filings or what the company's saying. They always give you misinformation. And my goal is to help you not make these type of mistakes going forward on the next one, the next one. Get in early. If you don't get in early, let it go. There'll be another one next week. And if you get in early, get out early. Don't listen to anybody's fucking price target. When you're happy with the profit, get out. And if you decide not to get out, then the only person you have to blame is not not the YouTuber, but yourself. Everybody was new and they were flush with money in 2021, and they listened to people they shouldn't have listened to in May and June. Like Roaring Kitty, I like him as a role model. He focused on two things. He focused on the short interest that he could see on Ortex, and he focused on the belief that there was a transformational possibility, and then he got lucky that Ryan Cohen came on board. And that is why I don't talk about billions of synthetics or the catalyst of the week. What he had the recipe, guys. It's really that simple.
Comments. Coach said, can we learn from this AMC play so when we all get paid, the next play wouldn't take so long? You know, Coach, I think a lot of people have learned from this experience and this roller coaster ride we've been on. I'm hoping it makes smarter, better retail investors. The problem I have is we haven't changed anything substantially with the manipulation of the market. That's my biggest problem. We haven't gotten squat yet as far as help from the goddamn committees, the House Finance Committee, whoever it is. GameStop was a blowover. They brought a couple people in. Ken Griffin and a couple of people allegedly perjured themselves in front of Congress, and no one said shit about it. And here we are trying to protest now 2 years later. So I think we can learn a lot from this, but I think a lot of this comes down to really that we're up against machinations that are just out of our control right now. And I don't think for a second that a lot of the DD was wrong. I think a lot of the DD was good. I think just that they have been able to find loopholes, and they've been doing this for a long time. This isn't a new thing. The new thing is all these new retail investors and the retail investing apps using payment for order flow, all the things that we know now that are going on behind the scenes. And if you want to point fingers, you can start pointing in that direction. There's some YouTubers too, but mostly the corruption's not coming from YouTubers, especially the ones that own the damn stock still.
And that I still think that corruption and that willingness to go around the rules, that has been there for decades. And unless the market implodes and they get caught red-handed, it's going to be around. So learn to play on the field. You're on their field. Learn to play within their rules. We don't every play you get in does not need to be a tilt the windmill type play where you're trying to fix the corruption with this play. There's plenty of opportunities every week to make money.
Yep.
Someone said, how do we find these plays? I kind of scour the pump and dump channels and look at the high short interest stocks. And I have certain accounts that I follow on Twitter, certain accounts I follow on YouTube that are what I call the pump and dump channels. They don't do due diligence. They tell you to ignore things. Oh, they filed for bankruptcy. Don't worry about that, guys. Ryan Cohen filed that he's going to sell a bunch of shares. Don't worry about, that type. Those channels can give you an indication early of what is about to get pumped. And if you catch it early enough before it starts running up, put a little bit of money on it, a small percentage, if you like momentum plays of your overall portfolio. Don't ever fucking load the boat on one play. That is just not good risk management. But if you catch those plays early, if I catch them early, I put them in the Discord. I wake up every day early, look at the pre-market, if I see something interesting, I'll call it out. And as I'm scouring my different sources, if I see something interesting, I'll call it out. But I give realistic price targets, and I give the warnings, like this is a play that's going on right now based on no news. So if you're getting into it, have a stop loss, or you can't take a bathroom break. You can't walk away from this play. It could turn down in a moment.
Yeah.
I don't do the $1,000 price target bullshit.
Never have. God, you know how many times I was asked last year about brackets and all that shit? And I'm like, I don't know anything about brackets. I don't know shit about brackets. Derek, good morning from the Philippines. How you doing this morning? KYP says, Mass, that's because Congress is corrupt as TF. They are in bed with Kenji and Vlad. Yeah, they're paying their speaking fees. So there's no reason not to assume that. Jenna says the hedge funds want you to vote no. So all those people saying no. Yeah, I mean, look, some people are saying no because they don't want to see their share size decrease. And I get that, right? I get that. That makes perfect sense to me why someone would think that. But if you're looking at this through towards to the end, if you're looking to get to the other side of this, then no might not be the best answer for us, right? We need to change something up. Papa Shack says nothing will ever change if we just let it happen like we have for the last 2 years. We need to stand up together and make a lot of noise. We just keep bending over, though. Well, me and T aren't bending over, and none of you guys in the chat right now are bent over. So not everyone's bent over. We're still trying to make noise. That's why I haven't sold. That's why I haven't shut my channel down. That's why I haven't stopped talking about AMC, because I still think there's a lot of work ahead of us. A lot of work ahead of us. Prometheus says the corruption is coming from the shorts. That are the hedge funds, that are the market makers that control the algorithms. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and we don't have access to some of that data, right? And there's timing issues as far as when you're getting the information, how fast, all those things come into play.
I'm not as worried about the market makers. A lot of people talk about the market makers. Their job, guys, is to make the market. They're a middleman. The shorts can manipulate it. The market makers are there to make a market. They're there to end the day flat on their risk position. I don't know why people are so obsessed with blaming the market makers. The shorts can do a job on us just on their own. They're buying and selling millions of shares every day, and they're happy with 5-cent profit on that. You don't need the market makers participating. If all of us are holding, if 80% of us are holding and 20% of the float is trading, and all you're doing is you're an observer because you're holding, guess who's going to decide the price that day? Who's ever trading. And if the shorts are the ones trading that day, they're going to walk it down. That's just market. That's how it works. It's not difficult to understand if you think about it in those terms. Until people come in with real money and buy a stock, or a catalyst comes in that changes the direction, the shorts can carry the day. They have more money than us. They can trade it thousands of times a day. They can buy millions of shares at a time, and they're actively trading. We're observing. Yeah. Holding doesn't do jack shit except decrease the trading float, but they can still manipulate the trading float until good news comes in and buying pressure comes in. Does that make sense, Mass?
Yeah, it does.
It's not really that difficult.
Yeah. I was just reading the comment, but yeah, I agree with you. The market makers aren't to blame here. It's not. This isn't their doing. Yeah. Yeah. If there's one entity we could leave out of this, it's the market makers, pretty much, right?
Well, I mean, that is my opinion.